have enough bandwidth to watch us.
Discord's unmuted. We're unmuted. I can see from
Okay.
here.
Fucking hard.
I have my glasses.
Yeah,
I can
fine.
see.
We still haven't put the macros back on yet.
Are we live?
Orange chicken.
Yeah, we're live. Listen, we're not live.
Oh, that. Yeah. No, you're right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Legendary Action Official, where we play kick-ass Dungeons and Dragons 5e in my homebrewed setting of Terrowyn, and we're ready to have an amazing night because we missed last week because the internet sucks.
It
does.
does.
Everybody should be angry at the internet. Charter, eye contact. All right, I'm serious. Don't be messing with me, meow. All right.
Yeah, meow.
So that being said, it's gonna be a great
Need to move over here.
Great night. I think it's going to be a fun episode tonight. Everybody seems excited and happy to be here for the most part. And how was everybody's week? It was good. Yeah, some busy. We have, a couple of essential employees here.
Not essential.
I'm super essential.
I'm essential.
I'm essential.
I'm not essential.
You're all essential to me, all right? I need you all.
So can I use that as an excuse to come to the studio?
No.
You are an essential employee in my mind, but not in the States.
Oh.
And then, what's up?
There might be a slight problem with the DM's mic. One moment.
Is the DM
It
mic
does sound like
on?
he's getting picked up by somebody else's. Yeah.
Yeah, is it on?
Yeah, that
Is your monitor on? Have you checked your connection, sir?
We are always checking. Ooh.
But yeah, I've been teleworking, so it's been pretty fantastic.
Yeah, you
my
take over,
jealousy
Alex.
is spiking.
Here, mute us.
Is it really? You live relatively close to your work, so is it super jealousy? Don't you guys have your own like your own space, kind of?
Those are all true statements. But I wish I was at home nonetheless.
The problem is if you were at home, you probably wouldn't work.
I don't work when I'm at work.
Well, don't let them see that. We're gonna cut this from the live production, right? Oh wait, can't
It's
do
done.
that.
It's over. They don't watch.
Remember, there's no
Everybody knows.
delay button.
It's all right. I'll
No.
just, it's just my job. Who cares, right?
Is
Wow.
the DM's microphone working a bit better, ladies and
No,
gentlemen?
I'm really not as flippant as I'm pretending to be. That would be terrible.
That sounds like a broken man who's been broken by quarantine.
Yay, nay.
How does
Correct,
the DM sound? Can everyone hear?
Um, Sounds still a little far away, like he's getting picked up by another mic. Yeah, a little bit.
That's weird.
The final night, Aaron came for the Zambies, stayed for the roleplay. It's a good reason.
Aw. That's a good reason. Stay for the Zambies. Zambies.
Aw, damn. Matt, Jam's clipped it. He's sending it over to your boss now.
Fuck yes.
I should have grabbed cat ears.
He knows my
I'm kind of
boss.
jealous of yours.
He knows my boss.
Look, if you know Nick, he's just gonna be like, "Yeah, that's true. Fuck that guy."
Fuck.
And then
So
I'll
we're
see
just
him
trying
at
to
work
get
on
things
Monday.
fixed.
So while we're waiting for them to figure that out, Zambies, the chat would like to know if this is your first D&D experience.
My second. I've played one game, just to get an introduction with the Art of Mike Disney, actually. A few other people, and that was it. So I'm pretty new.
She's still pretty fresh. Either way,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Fresh
Since we're on
meat.
the topic of Zambies and how awesome her and her community is, why don't you,
Yeah.
plug yourself in here? Tell us about your channel, who you are. What's
Yeah.
up. Tell us about your
Oh. My dog is. I already brought her up to try to say hi, and she was like, "Can I just sleep?" But yeah, hi. If you don't know me, I'm Zambies, and I kind of label myself as a variety artist. You'll mostly see me mini painting on Twitch, but I also do Magic the Gathering card alterations, a lot of illustration, and I am a graphic designer by trade too. So I do logos and Twitch emotes and all of that stuff. ZMB. Yep, ZMBs.
Well, I'm gonna drop her a shout out there, and everybody who in the community who isn't already following her, why don't you make sure and go drop
It's just
her a
like
follow.
zombie, but you spell it with an A instead of an O.
Yeah. You spell it with an accent. Zombies.
Zombies.
Here she is.
Amanda, you gotta do the freaking picture frame. There you go.
I did it. I did it. I was like,
Point is, she's already on our friends and family list, and she's an amazing streamer, supporter of the show. She loves what we do, and we love what she does. I spend way too much time in Zambi's channel on a regular basis. She's good people's. Go follow her.
Yeah.
I'm serious right now. Go do it.
she's
Go do
awesome.
it. She earns it. She deserves it.
I
And
tried.
actually, speaking of followers, we actually broke 800.
Ooh, we're
while
almost
we were
there.
offline, so that's
Yay!
exciting. So we're pushing towards that 1,000. Thank you all so much for supporting us, for being here, watching. You make it all the worthwhile. We love your faces so hard. We love you. Thank you for taking any form of an interest in what we do. It's really exciting to be here and be playing and spending time. And thanks for choosing us for all your Dungeons and Dragons needs, or at least on Friday, your Dungeons and Dragons needs. We all know we watch Critical Role on Thursdays. It's just kind of how it goes.
The Azig, thank you for the sub at tier 1. We appreciate that. Oh, and Prozac, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community.
Nice.
Holy crap, Prozac.
Throw some biddies in there, you might get a hype trade.
Let's get some hype.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
I'll be your hype man.
Hearing this out?
Mhm.
Is it working now? We fixed?
Ooh, he's sounding
Yeah.
much louder now.
Much better.
Yeah. Okay. We figured it out.
You've got
Chris.
us,
But yeah, thank you so much for dropping the subs. Yeah, we love you, Prozac, man. Welcome back. How's it going?
Yeah, Prozac.
It's another essential employee, more or less. He's definitely essential in our community, an amazing individual.
Mhm.
Let's see. I have to reopen the stream, so give me a second to see who else is chilling, hanging out.
Yeah, so Zinji's, Trifu, Cronenberg J, Kima 22, and Chars Ars. Make sure to thank Prozac for your subscription. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, we get some hype emotes and some Loomy hearts in the chat. Thank you so much, Prozac. And
Prozac,
hey, Zinji, hey,
I'm over here being Kobold tech
Elvian.
support, and you're over here dropping subs. You're the
You know,
best.
I've never had to say that name out loud before because I'm always in Zambi's chat. She talks to you.
Zinji is my better half.
Aww.
Yeah, that's
He's
super
only here to
awesome.
make
Well, thank
fun
you
of
for
me.
being here.
Oh.
Well,
Cookie.
then he's fulfilling his obligation.
Yes.
That's what you do.
That's like part of the job here.
That's part of that's the whole sign up procedure.
He's waiting in the wings for after mission debrief. Yeah.
So let's we're gonna jump into some business side. We have giveaways tonight. So Alex, you want to take care of that?
Take it away.
Oh, okay. So many of you are familiar with Artisan Guild. We've done a giveaway of their models before. They just came out with a tide bunch of fish people, high tide people, and low tide people that they did a set of minis for. So we're doing them. There's like 6 modular models. There's a tide tyrant, like a kind of like King of the Deep, and then as well as the King of the Deep that rides the tide tyrant himself. And then there's another hero along with the King of the Deep, which is kind of like a what is it? It's a fish. It has the thing anglerfish. It's like an anglerfish person. And so it's actually a really cool set. It's very thematic, and it does kind of fit a niche that not a lot of models will fall into. So it's excellent to add to your collection. So we'll be doing a giveaway of those models, which includes all of the miniatures. We're not doing the terrain pieces yet because they're just big and it uses a lot of resin. Let's be honest. And then the next thing is right now we're at $75 of our $100 monthly goal for community revenue generation to unlock a bonus giveaway, which is a Rick and Morty. And I know we got some Rick and Morty fans.
Rick and Morty versus D&D.
Yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons versus Rick and Morty tabletop role-playing game adventure. And so that's our bonus giveaway if we unlock it before the end of tonight. Unfortunately, as we stream on Fridays, Next week, the month ends on Thursday, so this is really the last night to pop that bonus giveaway.
And
so
thank you
we'll
all
be
so
doing-
much for supporting us and getting this far. And it's amazing. You're awesome
Yeah,
people.
so-
We love you.
We do.
So as a standard, we're doing the miniatures giveaway, or probably around break, and then we'll see if the bonus giveaway unlocks over the course of the night.
Yep, and then we will probably do that giveaway at the end of the night. And yeah, so you're gonna want to stick around for that if you're interested in winning that awesome Rick and Morty versus D&D set, which I've heard it's fun, I've heard it's good, and come on, Rick and Morty are awesome. So I mean, if you don't like Rick and Morty, then we just can't be friends. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you know, I'm just kidding. We can be friends. I would never do that to you. You're all too awesome. But
Jay.
yes, Kimma, they are Suigan is what
Yeah,
they're supposed
Suigan.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fish people.
Suigan. Yep. So they're awesome. Merfolky. Their pinup model this month, because every set of Arson's Guild comes with a pinup for painting, is more of like a merfolk design, which is really cool, a mermaid. And I saw that we unlocked a hype train, I believe.
We just had 2 extra subs. One from our very own Maximilian.
Max, thank you so much for the sub, you wonderful individual. Welcome once again back into the Hall of Legends. Scribe your
We
name in
love
the
this.
tomes and let it be known that you're fucking awesome, because you are.
And Coach
Ben.
72, thank you for the sub as well.
Coach, thank you so much. Welcome to the Hall of Legends. Scribe your name in the tome
Yeah.
and check in. And why don't we drop the Discord link? We have a Discord. There's a lot of stuff going in there. If you're interested in D&D, Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, nerdy stuff, we're always looking to add more channels and content for the community to go over. So we're very open to just kind of adding channels for people. But we have a Discord, and it's the best place to get updates. And subscribers have a sub-only channel in which we discuss stuff with them, ask them questions about upcoming projects or things they would like to see. Like, I believe I just dropped the question in there earlier this week about if we were to play a different game outside of the fantasy genre, what would people like to see? And we got a couple of answers for steampunk and some sci-fi floating around, Star Wars. So we'll look at maybe planning some one-shots here in the future to scratch that itch for the community. I myself am looking at running a Cyberpunk 2020 one-shot near the release of Cyberpunk 2077. And that's going to be good times because, man, I love that genre.
I just love
Give
sci-fi.
me some Ghost in the Shell, some Akira, Blade Runner. I'm all about that.
I love sci-fi too. Sci-fi's just where it's at.
Yeah. Cyborgs and light bikes. It's good stuff.
Hackers. That's what I
Hackers.
want. Hackers.
Awesome, like in-depth, like oh, it's so cool. Also, for the giveaway, our wonderful own Jammer1 would like to propose to give away 25% off of his fudge, homemade. Shared it.
We dropped the link in there for the link to his store for Fudge Love and Craze. Check
God,
that
I
out.
love his fudge.
He's a community member supporter.
Ah.
They make fudge, and he's been doing it forever. It's
double E.
really good. We've all eaten too much of it, but it's well worth checking out. He has like 1 million flavors. You can get whatever you want. Awesome individual, supports the community. Real cool guy. We like him.
Glad
And
to hear
Kimma,
you're back doing Fudge Jammer, by the way.
I don't know if you heard, Kimma, but actually the president of CD Projekt Red said that they will not delay the release of the game regardless of COVID.
That's
So
awesome.
it will be coming out in September as promised.
Yeah.
What's the date? Because I definitely need to request a
I
week
think it's
off
the
of work.
14th of September.
Yeah, I definitely need to request like at least 5 days off to play that game. At least 5.
Yeah. They said they're basically already done with the game anyways, and everybody's been working from home. They've been taking all the precautions that their government deems necessary, and they'll just be releasing
With the hype train still running deep,
Still
we got
running. Thank you so much for the sub. with the Twitch
K-Cap.
Prime. Welcome to the Hall of Legends, you amazing and wonderful individual. I'm so glad you're all here tonight, and you're here to have fun. And we can't wait to get going and get started. I actually think we're going to get started here, like, right now.
Yeah.
Like, why we're waiting.
Right
I know
now?
Zambi's is super excited to play D&D. You know, she's not nervous at all, ladies and gentlemen.
she's a trained professional.
Not at all. She's been doing
She's
this
ready.
for
Ever.
years.
Here, let's do it in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
Oh yeah,
Our
it's a
community
good
will be
game.
nice to you until the store opens up and they start selecting criticals to hit you with and stuff.
That's
Listen,
mean.
we love
the newbie.
Yeah, we love Zambies, and our community will learn to love you. But Our community is kind of they're kind of a little bit of a bloodlust sometimes. So
Oh yeah.
The blood god has
Yeah.
a good following.
yeah, he
Blood
does
for the blood
definitely.
Wouldn't it be
And I see
interesting-
Seed going, yeah.
Oh, Sieg is there.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
buddy, what's
You gotta
up?
be careful of Sieg.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, that's great.
a monster.
Tilted wants to say he was going to fix his computer tonight, but I guess that went out the window.
I killed it. Nice to see you, buddy. I don't know if you saw, but I was lurking in your stream for a while the other day before I went to bed. So good times, man. I'm glad that you got on there and you were doing it. It's good stuff. I think Zambies will agree. Streaming is good stuff.
And Zambies gets to start this wonderful adventure with inspiration gifted by Kimma.
Oh, Kimma, you have inspiration.
No.
That is awesome. So, do you understand what inspiration is, Zambies? Do you want us to explain that to you?
Refreshers are nice.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem. So, by the way, I was gonna tell you guys this, and I forgot to have a preamble about this in the game. But we're gonna go back to rules as written with inspiration, because I've been giving you guys way too much slack on it. So, inspiration is before you roll, you are to declare you're using inspiration, and it grants advantage on the roll, and it can basically be any roll, more or less. So, advantage is you roll 2d20 and you take the highest. So, inspiration allows you to add another d20 to your roll, and then you get to take the highest.
So inspiration is not like
So,
you
Almighty
use-
One, what happens if does it truly blah, blah, blah? So, is it treated just like regular advantage, so therefore it cannot take away disadvantage?
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, we're going back to the rules as written. So we've been doing that. We've been just basically allowing people to see that they got a bad roll and they kind of want to do something about it. But I was reading about it, and I like the idea that you're supposed to assume it's an important roll ahead of time and then roll with advantage and take the highest. Yes.
What is the number
It's
tonight?
inspired.
Oh, well, we're not there yet.
Aw.
Oh, if anything,
I think we should let Zambies choose
Yeah.
what tonight's number is. So,
Yeah.
what we do is we have you choose a number 1 through 20, and the first person to roll it in chat gets to grant one player of their choice temporary inspiration for the night with the exclamation point roll 20 command, correct?
Yep.
Just
So-
exclamation point roll, I believe.
Exclamation point roll, actually, then. Oh, yeah, because we fixed it. Exclamation point roll. So you can you choose a number, and the first person to roll it gets to give out inspiration, Zambies.
I'm gonna go with my lucky number 13.
13 is tonight's
Ooh,
number,
13.
ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like it's a
Get rolling
Friday
in the
the
chat
13th.
while we start our intro and get into tonight's episode of Legendary Frickin' Action.
Zinj
Wow.
got it.
Oh
Zinj
my
got
God.
it first
Oh,
roll.
wow.
Zinj, first horse.
Roll.
Oh, I guess you're not
Holy
giving it to
He's the
Zambies.
lucky one. He's very
Dude,
lucky.
Rigged.
Do know
So
this.
rigged.
She already has
Rigged.
inspiration, so
Rigged.
she can't have two of them. So it's got to go to somebody other than Zambies. I don't think anybody else
No, I
has
think
inspiration. You guys burned through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
So
could technically give it to
they can
Locke,
award it
but
to
he's
anyone they
dead.
deem fit.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, Tibbs.
Lord.
Hi, Tibbs. Haven't seen you in a while. Thought I'd say hi.
Tipsy.
So where is that inspiration
Decisions,
going, Zinj?
Godric.
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 All
You.
right.
Yeah.
Woo! He needs it all the time.
I do.
Actually, that's not true. Matt needs all
Matt
the help
needs
he
all
can
the
ever
help.
get all the time.
He
He needs
probably
loaded
picked you because
dice.
he liked your name.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. That's good. My name's awesome. My name's awesome.
All right, so we're gonna run the intro. Go get your drinks, get your freaking snacks, get ready for some awesome gameplay tonight because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and this is Legendary Action. We're gonna run that intro. Be back.
Woo!
They say no sound.
No sound.
Expected to see
Unmute.
locked portrait in granite gray.
Yeah, there we go.
What it was is I was being a bad
Can you
kobold
hear
and
us?
forgot to notify.
What racing
I like
class
Because
that.
the
is
movement
yes?
is over.
We don't know.
Apologies.
Thank you,
All right.
Kimma.
Thank you so much, Kimma, for that inspiration, because Hargraves is going to need it, because he does. Because he
always
hurts
needs
himself and his party members.
Hargraves does.
That's what he does. It's always what he does. It's terrible. So, oh my god, I feel so rusty.
I know.
Forever.
What is the English language for 500?
Yeah, what is English for 500?
I don't even.
I don't even
English.
spreckens it.
Sprecken's English.
So, when we last left off, Vengeance was the name of the game. After getting in contact, once again meeting up with Casey Hartford, Thalen, your dead friends, ex-love interest / like BFF in the whole world, more or less informed you, now's the time. I'm ready. I've gotten all the information that I need and gotten all the equipment that I can muster, and it's time to kill this beholder that killed the person I love the most in the world. And so you headed down into the empty, long-abandoned dwarven deep roads, a vast network of dwarven-built highways that used to connect across the shattered coast, the various citadels and kingdoms of dwarves together. Finding your way through these ruins, you eventually found your way to the Beholder's Lair, at which point a brutal battle ensued. There were magic spells cast, there was sword slinging and axe swinging, and there was a harpoon involved, and some climbing and slamming and doing stuff. But unfortunately, one of your players fell lock to the petrification eye of the Beholder. Twice!
Oh yeah.
Twice!
Hell yeah.
The second one being the fatal one.
I'm
As
just
you had to watch Godric, as your close ally and friend of years adventuring together, was turned to stone. But you were all more or less victorious. You overcome, killing him, slaying him, ripping his main eye out to fulfill your contract with Fire Dragon Armaments back in the city so that you could keep your +1 bracers for, dishing out that awesome sauce damage that you deal with like 30 or 40 points per hit, you maniac. Cock barbarians, right?
We do one thing well, one thing only, and that is swing a lot.
Oh, God.
A lot.
I would like
Then-
to swing.
Picked up some sweet loot. You guys looted what was left because the Beholder seemed to have gathered everything it could of value out of this dwarven ruins and put it in this room. So you got some sweet loot, and then you decided you wanted to take a long rest because some of you were hurting a little bits, and one of you was dead.
Yeah, that too.
But through that, you also gathered your other dead friend. Also was played by Matt Voss, Eldritch Knight. And you're now planning on taking them both back to Rivergate after your night of rest and buying the Potion of Greater Restoration to bring, well, one of them back. I'm going to assume it's going to be Locke because I don't think Godric's going to have it any other way, but you only got one of them as far as you're aware. And so you laid down to sleep. At which point, a few of you started hearing whispering voices in your mind as you lulled into a dream. And that's where we pick up.
Oh dear. No.
So, resting in this ruin, laying out your bedrolls and doing the best that you can to get comfortable. The quiet of the room is unsettling. It's just you as a party and this dead beholder laying in the middle of the floor. Gal and Godric begin to have very lucid dreams, and they hear voices. These voices are playful and almost delightful to the ear as you find yourselves in some kind of strange place. You look around, you see Godric, you're something that seems very familiar to you. It's almost like it's your home. Back in the mountains, back in the Goliath holds, thousands of miles away. Gao, you seem to be sitting in a tent. The tent is familiar. Like from your childhood. Godric, you turn to see a female Goliath, tall, strong, powerfully built, a warrior much like yourself. Then you hear the voice of a small child running outside as he barges into your home, coming up to you, wrapping himself around your legs. Reach down, pet his head. It's been a good day for him. As he reaches up to you and holds out a rabbit that he had caught and killed and brought back. Gao, you hear your mother's voice. She begins speaking to you, telling you how wonderful you are and how she's never been prouder of you to be moving on and seeing the world. She can't wait for you to come back and get her. Then the illusions are shattered as you see the indignant, coy smiles of the succubus and the incubus taking advantage of their telepathic connection that they made to you in your encounter with them. They move through the shadows and the outside of your vision, laughing at you, degrading you. And then you awake after a long night's rest. So, what's first order of business here, party? Group?
I stand as still as a statue.
Good roleplay. Now be quiet like one.
Got it, boss.
Now that everyone is asleep, awake, sorry, long night for me. Are we set to venture back so I can buy that potion for my brother?
I'm pretty sure that's the plan. But who's going to carry who? As I point to one statue, two statue. Yeah.
As you say that, I walk over to throw Locke over my shoulder, and then reach back and grab my hand into the boulder's head. I'm ready to go. The other Goliath can take the horned one.
As I put, I look at not Godric.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I don't know names.
I look at Hargraves, and then I look at Gao, and I go up to them both, and I go up to Gao's arm. I go pachu pachu. I go up to Hargrave's hand, and I go pachu pachu. And I look at them both in a very serious way.
They look pretty strong.
I say
Is
flex.
she spitting on me?
No. She wants you both to flex.
You've both been instructed to flex.
Flex.
Of course. Are you
Serious.
serious?
Flex. I'm serious. Flex.
I believe the cat has instructed you both to flex.
Please.
I will hesitantly flex.
Lumi, this really doesn't seem like the time.
Hargraves, please. Flex.
Frustrated, I flex.
Gal, I can tell you're hesitating. Flex.
But I flex like a full-blown flex, but there's a hesitation to it.
Stop. There it goes.
Now, question
Are
for
we
both
done
of
now?
you: Who has the highest strength score?
There's
I don't know. How do you score one strength?
Who's
I
got the
would
bigger
assume
bicep?
me.
Okay, yeah.
Is there a test for this?
So I reiterate.
Out of
sorry.
character, my strength is 21.
Nah, yeah, 18.
He wins. He wins.
Okay. So in
Manage-
character, let me say, okay. So this is what I've been told. Who can lift more cows. How many cows have you lifted in your life? Can you lift 1 cow, 2 cows?
3
A calf?
cows.
A cow and a calf?
I can lift a cow if I can't recall the necessity to do so. If you're asking who's going to carry Voss, I'll do it.
Let the Goliath do it. He is stronger than Gao. Gao
Okay.
is more of a
Well,
trained fighter.
I just wanted to make sure because to me, Gao looks more stronger because he carries and drags them all around. Hargraves, maybe if you were in your werewolf form, but you know, I just see Gao can lift up 2 cows and you can lift 1 cow.
I'll go pick up Voss. Tired of this conversation.
So the Earth Genasi walks over to Boss and picks him up. Hefts him up, you know, picks up the stones, the statue.
But you must be careful. Voss has an arrow. Don't get pointed by that arrow.
Manapot Studios, thank you for the raid, by the way.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for the raid, Manapot. We love you. And we get a drop nice little shout out. Manapot Studios is also another streamer. They're awesome. They have a great little community, and they do a bunch of different games that they stream, like the collaboratively. So make sure to drop them a follow, check them out when they're online. Good people's there on our friends and family list as well. And thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate it. Welcome to Legendary Action, Raiders. All right, so he picks it up. Well, what else are we doing? We gotta find a way out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to find the way. That too.
So I go up to Hargraves and I kind of put my hand over his hip because I can't go over his shoulder.
So you like reach up to his hip.
Yeah, I reach up to his hip and I'm like, okay, Hargraves, that means you are going to help me because I feel so useless right now.
But you were useless.
What are you on
thank
about,
you,
Lumi?
Thank you, Godric.
Sorry.
Yeah, I felt so helpless as I be a dramatic cat. I felt so helpless that last battle. I just need your hips.
Need your
Because
hips.
his hips don't lie.
What
I don't
do you
think
mean?
this is the. I do not believe this is the time for tomfoolery in the sec.
It's not tomfoolery. It's being useless, and I need his hips as support.
I don't think now is the time to fuck. It's the time
Can
to
the
find a way
hips
out.
start moving?
You said that you needed his hips.
Yeah, as support, not for that. Godric, where is your mind going these days? I know it's after battle. I know we just got some rest, but we need to go.
That's what I'm saying. What?
What kind of support? What are you
Let
talking
me get a
about?
perception check.
I just need to lean on you.
Just find.
I
us
feel
a way out.
useless.
Can I get a perception check, please?
Okay. Natural 20!
That's higher than you rolled all of last episode.
28.
Looking around the room, the beholder seemed to have carved a hole in the back of the room above the overseer's throne, but it seems, from what you can see, it was just hiding in there. It's not actually the way it takes in and out of the room, but it does appear the doors were damaged in the fighting by its I-beams, so they seem structurally shaky at this point.
So I relay that over to the group. Maybe there's something else. Maybe you can move that stuff? Because I looked at Godric.
What? All right. So I begrudgingly drop the beholder head. Should I just go through the doors? I grab my axe left-handed and just begin hacking my way through the door.
Okay, make an attack roll.
20.
Okay. Damage?
Oh, sorry.
Hit it!
Please and thank you, sir.
Hit it! Oh.
Ooh, 21.
21.
Hard.
Yeah. So you, with your new axe in one hand, which feels really small at the moment, you strike the door, strike it again, and it breaks out and just crumbles down, blowing out, just completely crumbling. There's your way out.
I found the way out.
See, I knew you can do it. I'm so proud of you.
Thing is so tiny. I walk back over and grab the beholder head again.
Alright. So is there anything any of you want to do before you leave the overseer's office? Anybody? Gal? Hargraves?
This is a hint.
I wanna cut off a couple because we're gonna be turning in the eye. We're not carrying back the whole body, right?
No, I am.
There'd be no point to carrying back the whole body. It's decimated. You're not going to get anything for it.
You're trying to carry back the whole body, Mike?
I mean, I have a bag full of its teeth and all of its eyes and eyeballs already cut off. Like I've
apparently you're trying to
scavenged the
carry
body, but I'm carrying the body anyway. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI, so you understand, a beholder weighs like, it's not about weight because you can, but you're talking about something that is huge. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Like, you're not dragging that with one hand.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here.
It's like bigger than you and Hargrave standing on top of each other.
I let go of it and realizing that I can't really drag it around as much as I want to while carrying Locke.
Yeah.
I kick it.
Yeah.
So I
It's fine. It
go.
makes a squish noise.
So before he does, I want to go and take like 2 eyeballs. Wait, are they big eyeballs?
He already took them.
I have all the eyeballs and all the teeth.
Yeah, he took everything.
Okay, I want to take.
He took everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
does he
I
have the
wanna-
big eye?
Yeah, I have everything.
Yeah, he took everything.
but I want to try and take something like maybe its tongue.
I didn't take it.
I want to
Okay,
take its
sure.
tongue.
You cut it out.
Okay.
Give me a medicine check.
Yes, I get a tongue.
Yes, I get tongue.
That is a
That's a
17.
quote.
So
D&D
you get, for the
thinking
most
outside.
part, you get most of it out.
Okay.
It seems its jaws closed on its tongue when it died, so it's kind of ruined and mushed, but you get a sizable chunk of the tongue out of the beholder.
Yeah, can I carve a chunk of its flesh out? Like, sizable, just like, I'm gonna cut like its outer flesh out.
Why?
Cause.
I want a new cloak.
Okay,
Yes.
make a medicine check.
Cloak of beef. Beholder beef.
Cloak of beef.
That's still not a bad roll. I think it's 16.
16?
16.
There's really not much of it left that isn't damaged.
Why am I so good at killing things?
The thing was fried with electricity and hacked up with an axe and struck with, all sorts of weaponry. There's also a harpoon stuck in it still.
Oh, I want to get my harpoon.
All right, yeah, get your harpoon back. Anything else, Hargraves?
I want to take one final circle around the office space and just make sure there wasn't anything left out of this little treasure hoard. Maybe like maybe something in the back of his office or something like that. Or just anything
give me
like
a,
historical and interesting.
Aside from looking around and seeing like the old tapestries and banners and the ones with the large one that was hanging down from over the overseer's throne, you don't really see anything outside of what you guys have already collected.
All right. Well, I suppose that does it then. I guess I'm ready to leave.
Okay, so you all ready to head out then?
Yeah.
Back to the inn.
But we just had a long rest, so assumably it's day, so assumably we would want to go to the unicorn whatever first.
Okay, so back to unicorn potions then.
Yeah.
Unicorn potions.
If we get out and it's within our operating hours, like first order of business is to try and bring someone back.
Yeah. I just want to know because first things first is you guys have to account for getting back out of the Citadel or the deep roads.
Yeah.
Ooh. Prozac, thank you for that gifted sub to
Ooh,
TV.
thank you so much for that gifted
Woo.
sub.
Boop, boop.
You're a scholar and a gentleman and an amazing individual, and we're glad to have you a part of our community. Enjoy that sub.
Ah,
Make
rocket
sure
pepper.
that, yeah, rocket pepper.
Rocket.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Rocket.
We miss you. I haven't seen you around. How come you haven't been streaming? I want to watch you make more cosplay stuff. I'm upset at you now. Okay, so I'm gonna open up a document real quick.
Oh no, he's opening things.
Where that went? No, that's not right either.
Hey,
He's opening
girl.
up Zombie Beholder.
Zombie Beholder? Yeah, I'm rolling it up right now.
How would be impressed? Oh god.
Make sure you account for taking out its bite attack and all of its eyes.
It's a death
And it
tyrant.
can't
doesn't-
lick.
Defies physics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a death tyrant now.
They
They don't need
teeth.
eyes. They imagine they have eyes.
Yep. Okay, so
She's like, she'll
Where's
come
the-
back
oh,
when
there it
people
is.
stop playing
Okay.
with the webcam.
Beholder's just an overgrown child. Imagines what it wants.
got it. Now it's open. All right, so for the most part, Casey just kind of keeps to herself. She seems like she's deep in thought, or she just doesn't really say anything to any of you the entire trip back. It takes you all the better part of guesstimation, because you can't see the sun, for the better part of about 3 hours or so to make your way back out of the deep roads and get back to the door, to go up the outside the secret door, up the rocks and near the cliffside, and out up to where you buried Dalen. And where you buried Dalen, Casey goes over and spends a little bit of time by herself, and she comes back to you, and I think that this ends our association. I'm going to spend some time here. You should head back to town. I have some things I would like to say to him alone.
Of course. Thank you for your help in killing the beholder.
No, thank you for your help.
May you and your friend find peace, and if he was an elf, may he find his way to whichever god he wished.
We can only hope. And Hargraves, she looks at you, and Luminous. Being that you adventured with him and you shared this time with him, just know that you've made an ally, and I would be more than willing to be called upon maybe sometime in the future if you need me for something. If you need anything from the lore walkers in the future, be sure to reach out. Our informants are everywhere. You need only really say that you're looking for the lore walkers, and we'll find you.
Okay. Thank you, Casey.
And she kind of takes her instrument, or is there something you want to say?
Yeah, there was something I wanted to say. Well, actually, I know right now might not be the best time, but if you hear anything about a Hezit, if that name rings any bells, or can maybe circle back around to us, or if you hear anything about it, you could maybe relay anything you or the lore walkers know. Seems to be some sort of mysterious being tied to demonology. It's part of why we're in the city and part of what brought all this about.
And this is what you would like to use your favor on?
This is like a one favor thing? Oh, geez. I don't know, Lumi. It seems kind of important they're summoning demons. As I turn to Lumi for, like,
Devils.
oh yeah, this is kind of both our favor. Or devils, yeah, devils.
If you
They're having this conversation in front of you, Gao, as well, so you're all standing there. So if you guys have input, you should make it known.
I feel like that we had a pretty good idea of. I feel like we had a pretty good idea on what we were going to do. This seems like a good thing to have. Her abilities and the people she may know may come in handy. You both seem like people who will get in trouble repeatedly. So is now the time to use your get out of prison free card, I think they say.
I guess you have a good point. We should probably exhaust all other venues of gathering information first.
Anybody else? Lumi, Gao?
Nope.
We
Right,
do
well,
have
thank you.
something. Yeah, we do have some things that we may need your assistance on, but I think we will wait for the perfect time. But thank you for extending out your hand, and I extend out my hand to her.
Yeah, she reaches out and she grabs it and shakes it. Your paw. Shakes your paw. Your paw hand. Your paw fingers.
Your paw
I
hand.
kind of go like this.
Like, okay. Tabaxi.
Did I make her smile? I saw
Yeah,
you
you
smile.
did.
Yeah,
You made her
that's.
smile. She
I
laughed.
made you smile. Okay, that's all that
So-
matters.
Either way, I will only be in Rivergate for a few more days, and then it's off to back to trying to track down the vampire that brought me here.
Let us
so-
know if you need anything. Like we can try and chase the vampire away from you too.
No, you would be more trouble than you're worth. Based
Well,
on our interactions.
Trouble. Some people say is my middle name, so I'm okay with that.
Lumi, let's just leave her.
Alright, so she pulls out her instrument and puts her hat on and walks over to Thalen's grave and basically just starts hanging out over there. And then you all, I assume, just continue on then. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
To the unicorn potion shop.
So, you make your way back into Rivergate. The streets are busy and teeming with all sorts of activity as people seem to be in a almost like a shopping spree sort of mood. It's packed. There's hundreds of people in the streets going in and out of all the various stores. You're approached on multiple occasions by individuals trying to sell you magic items and telling you that, oh, you have to have my sword. They're the best swords in the city, and they can now. It's almost as if they can detect that there's something different about you all as a group that makes you stand out above the rest of the individuals just moving through the streets. Yes, Lumi.
By the way, I just wanted to mention that the tongue, I'm using it as like a hood. Like it's just right there, and I kind of tied.
Now you notice that people are staring at the Tabaxi in a weird way because she's wearing a giant tongue and it's wet and it's got blood on it. And it smells terrible.
I
It
lean
smells
over.
like Beholder.
You might ruin your fur with that blood.
Well, if we're going back to the inn, I can just give myself a wash.
It might not rub out.
It's okay.
The Tabaxi seems unconvinced.
I just think, people got to know that we slayed a beholder, and this is a big tongue.
They just know that we slayed something with a big tongue.
Yeah.
Or you have a weird fetish.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least it's not like sandpaper.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's a little rough. It's rough. It's a rough tongue. It's barbed too in a little bit in some places.
Oh.
So you finally make your way back to Unicorn's Potions, and you open the door, and you see the individual in there once again, the shop owner, and he welcomes you in. Oh, welcome back. I'm glad to see you. Is there something that you're looking for specifically, or might I interest you in some of the other wares that have arrived?
I step in the door, my large Goliath build, as I set down our petrified friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow suit and set down the other one.
He says,
Yeah.
I see. For the potion of greater restoration, I assume.
Hopefully you still have it.
Yes, I have not found someone to move it to yet.
Good.
So what was the agreed upon price then?
I believe it was
Yes.
7,500 gold.
It was 12. It was 12.
12 gold?
12 gold, and then I slammed the tongue down.
He just kind of is taken aback, kind of touches it. What did this come from? What beast did you slay?
A beholder.
He looks at you all. The Beholder, the one underneath the city.
At that, I reach behind me and grab one of the eyes, and I just kind of wiggle around. Yes, I chopped it.
Flops. It's like-
I chopped it into mini pieces. I had offered the big eye, but that is to someone else.
You can fetch this. You can make this into exotic carpet.
I don't need a tabaxi to tell me how to make things of use. Shh. It's almost like he's become accustomed to you already. Shush. Listen. You give me... I take the tongue, and I will let the potion go for, shall we say, 4,000 gold.
Done.
Is that agreeable?
I look at Hargraves. Is that agreeable?
Well, it's coming out of Locke's share, so by my math, that's as much as he would have gotten.
I
Fair
speak
enough.
up. Only one portion.
Yeah, only one potion. It's a substantial discount.
Yeah. Ah, fucking shit.
He kind of grabs like these glasses and puts them on, and like this strange like drill like device, and starts like poking and prodding the beholder's tongue and looking at it. Yeah. So deal or no deal.
At that, I just reach in and I grab 4,000 gold between mine and Locke shares, and I put it on the table.
He doesn't even pay attention. He's like, grabs the potion, sets it on the table, and he's just like, all right, now go. And he grabs the tongue, lifts it up, and he starts walking to the back of his shop.
At that, I grab the potion, and I looked at everyone, and I grab Locke and walk out of the store
Okay.
and set him down on the outside with his room.
All right.
And
You see, like, there's kind of this congregation of people who have been standing there. There's like a couple and a vendor and some other individuals who are. It looks like they're maybe watching some sort of like puppet show or something. But they've all turned to you all now. And they're like staring at you, lugging this statue around.
I look at everybody, and I just growl loudly, and then look at the statue. I look at the statue of Locke and look at the potion,
And realize you don't know how to use it.
and I poke his mouth where it should be, then back at the potion, and I walk back into the store. I did not get your name last time, but I came to an idea.
Listen, don't worry about it. Just apply it over his body.
Do I just pour it?
Just pour it on him.
I'll be back if it does not work.
If it doesn't
Rub his
work, you
back
did
with
something wrong.
If that's
Go,
what
go.
I grumble and I turn around and I walk up to the statue, uncork it. This better work, or he's going to find himself legless. And I start pouring it on the statue.
And then, poof, as if by magic, he's now back to his old self, his old rusty self.
I jump back and I lean back in the doorway. It worked. And then I grab Locke and then throw him up in the air and catch him again.
Can't hear you. There we go. Don't yell at me, Mark.
It's even more unpleasant the second time.
I'm gonna walk on out and I'm gonna set down the Voss statue. I'm gonna say, so what about the other one?
That was not my problem. My problem was getting him out of the beholder's lair. Solving the whole stone issue is not mine.
Not asking you, asking feline girl and wolf boy who made deal.
Oh, he called you a boy.
Also,
Well,
set me
we got
down.
So I guess
you down
primary
eventually.
goal accomplished. But
We got him out.
Lumi, still you're and I burden to carry. I guess that's less of a figurative statement as I step up and I just test the weight a little bit.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. Looks like he's coming with us.
Several
These
people
two-
like now walked over and they're like examining Locke and looking, and they're just asking you all questions. Was he dead?
Yes, very.
He was resting.
He's
Third nap.
is he dead? Right?
He was there.
One of the little boys looks up. He's like, "Mom, he was dead. That was stone." And they're just enamored with what they just saw happen.
Now I'm metal. Ooh.
The child kind of backs up and hides behind her mom's skirt.
I can't smile, but my eyes kind of glow a little.
And you hear the inside of his chest going from chuckling.
So, Hargraves, Luminous, what do you guys want to do with Voss?
Is
He's
there a-
coming with us.
I'm gonna elbow Hargraves. I'm gonna be
You
like,
could build up a cart.
what about a priest?
What about what?
A priest, holy man.
A priest?
Ah,
Hargraves, what's a priest?
A cleric, a priest.
He means a priest, someone who could possibly actually cast the spell as opposed to trying to find it in a potion or another scroll. Doesn't seem like those come around too often.
I believe for now we should probably go find it. Hargrace, do you want to maybe me and you try and find a priest while everybody else? Didn't you guys want to go see Vermilion or Anthem?
Believe no. First, I must go to the weapon shop that I made the deal for the braces. We'll solve that one first.
Well,
Okay.
hold on before we all start running around. And I step back into the shop, looking for the shopkeeper again.
Yeah, you don't see him anymore.
Hi.
Sir, shopkeeper, I call to the back of the shop.
Sir.
I'm stealing. Trying to like get his attention.
Yeah, nothing. You hear something going on in the back, and that's it.
Ooh.
Well, never mind. I was going to see if maybe those aren't as rare as we thought. Maybe he knows how to make them, and he has some stuff in the back where he can just brew. We have enough money between the two of us.
You more or less know that a potion like that requires a blessing by some sort of priest or cleric. So he got all the ingredients together and got it made, but that's not really what makes it work.
It's not the secret juice.
No.
Not the secret magic juice.
It's not the troll fingers that make the healing potion work.
Oh yeah, that's a callback. That's a callback right there. Inside joke. All right. I come back out disappointed.
So did you steal anything?
No, I was just trying to get his attention.
Aw.
Okay.
I was hoping to see a different side of you.
You don't want to make enemies of magicians. That being said, yeah, I guess we can go look around and at least see if there's anyone in the area. This is a big city.
Yeah, we can do that. Why don't me and you try and figure out what to do with Voss, and Gal, Godric, and Locke can do whatever they seem fit.
I'll help look for priest.
Any of you guys got a piece of rope I can borrow? I'm good for it.
I'll hand you a piece of rope. Like 50 feet of
So
rope.
I take the rope and I start fastening it to Voss to make it a little easier for me to carry him around.
Make him a backpack.
Okay. That's Bork. Bork, she's upset.
Said bork.
Well, that's as I fasten the rope.
That's why I looked at it.
Well, now I'm ready.
All right. So where you want off to then?
I don't know. Rumi, lead the way. You're good at finding stuff. Find a priest.
All right, I will look for something with the cross.
All right, make Well, are you guys just gonna head to the upper district, to the temples, or are you just gonna wander around the city hoping to find somebody who can cast Greater Restoration?
Let's look for a fancier church. So probably upper district.
Okay. And you're just gonna carry Voss with you the whole way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So, yeah, you guys head up the streets, up through the gates to the upper district. They let you in. The guards seem to recognize you all. And, yeah, you find yourself kind of wandering through that area past all the nice townhomes and manors, and you head to the first temple that you see, which is going to be the Veiled Queen.
Oh, ooh.
Since you guys didn't give me any kind of specifics that you were looking for, any deities that you prayed to, I just decided that's the one you get.
That's fair.
Oh,
DM, while we're wandering through the upper district, can I look for like a nicer brothel, like a high class brothel?
You can look. Sure.
Do I need to make a perception check? And
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
You're gonna have to ask around.
that's fine. That's gonna be a 7.
Most of the individuals that you come across don't even really feel like they want to speak with you, and they more or less just kind of brush you off.
Fair. Okay, I'll keep my eyes open anyways.
Okay, so you guys enter the front doors to the temple of the Veiled Queen, and you find yourselves in a very, very kind of gloomy environment. It seems to be one major statue of the Veiled Queen at the end of a large hall with a kind of a quaint pool of calm water in front of it, and there's like one single slit in the roof that seems to be casting light down onto the statue. There's low lit candles off on the sides. Most of them are burnt out, and it doesn't seem like there's actually anybody in this main reception area. Don't everybody go at once.
Yeah, Lumi, maybe we're in the wrong spot. The Veiled Queen generally isn't about bringing people back without some sort of vested interest. I guess we could look
Yeah.
around.
Well, I wanted to see if, maybe they might be able to help. So I kind of go in there and I just want to try and find someone. So I kind of like use my dark vision, kind of get my pupils bigger, just look around a little more.
No, you don't see anybody in there.
Darn it.
It doesn't seem abandoned or like nobody has come in and out of the temple. It just doesn't. You don't see anybody in there at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Sorry, go ahead, Amanda.
No, go ahead.
No, go
She
ahead.
was done.
Yeah.
Oh. Is there from the little I know about the Veiled Queen and her worship and stuff like that? Is there like, are we just here outside of operating hours kind of thing, or
No, you're here in the middle of the day.
well, you know what I mean? Maybe they hold
She should have a
evening.
clergy. No, she'll have clergy in attendance.
Okay.
She'll have a priest and more than likely a high priest here, since the temple's in the major city. You know that.
Okay. No, that's why I was checking. Well, where would they even be? Is there any kind of other signage or I don't know, some like some belongings or something that might, like maybe one of the regular presets here has their stuff laying around, like any way we could track somebody down, something like that?
You don't see anything like that. You do see various offerings kind of scattered about in front of the statue and the pool of water. Would you like to make a religion check to see what the practices are for praying to her?
A religion check for the practices for what?
For worshiping her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm flat. 18 flat. 18.
So
I'm proud of myself.
The Veiled Queen has probably some of the most mysterious and kind of well-kept practices. In general, they don't necessarily receive people particularly in the main temple, but what most people do is they go to the statue and they will light one of maybe a dozen or so blacked out candles, and they will more or less kind of reach out, and normally someone will respond, is more or less how you understand it.
Well, I guess we gotta go through the ritual. As I look at Lumi saying that, and I pick up Voss, and I walk up towards the statue and get a better look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of a tall statue. The room is about 20 feet tall in the ceiling, all the way up to that thin veil of light coming through. You kind of put your hand through the light. Nothing seems out of the ordinary there. It just feels like sunlight, and it's just her in a very kind of closed. She's holding her hands in front of her in the general emblem of the priesthood, and in her cloak with her mask and crown, just looking down on the pool of water.
I set Voss down and I turn and I look for I guess I pull out my weapon and I use one of my blood rights to activate it, igniting it in a blood magic fiery flame, and I'm gonna use that since I didn't have any matches on hand. I'm gonna use that to light one of the candles, and as I do, I'm gonna say, I gave my oath to a paladin to save my friend, and so we've retrieved him, but I'm at a dead end as I light the candle.
Okay. So you light the candle and it kind of flickers for a moment, and you look around to see if anything has happened, and then there's kind of a shifted wind in the room as some of the various offerings, dead leaves, and such kind of just blow along the ground, and you hear a voice of a man come from one of the corners of the room as he seems to almost step out of the darkened shadows as if it was a doorway in itself. And he comes forward. I see that you are in need of assistance. What can I do to help you? The man seems to be probably in his maybe early or late 40s. He's mostly clean shaven except for a bit of a beard on the end. He's wearing white robes and clothing on the front, and seems to have kind of a long, deep blue cape with the top being like separate, like a hood with white and the semblance of a large raven on the back of it. And he kind of just walks forward towards you and stands near you by the pool of water.
I turn to him. Sorry, you startled me a little bit. Yes. I gave my... Oh, this is Voss. As I turn to the statue, this is my adventuring friend, my teammate. He helped pretty much save my life, and I gave my oath to a paladin of iron. As I hold out my hand, showing the symbol that of his holy symbol that burned when we made the oath to go back and retrieve Voss and save him. He was petrified.
He grabs your hand and looks at it and traces his fingers over it. And paladin of Taylor, I see. Why did you not simply take him to that temple? Why are you here summoning or requesting assistance of the Veiled Queen?
Honestly, I didn't really know where to go. I'm not really heavy. I only know of Taylor really because of that paladin that's no longer in my life. He's left. He was called back, and so I didn't think that a god that I didn't actively worship would take the time or the clergy of such would take me in to help me with this.
So he just looks at you real serious now. So you pray to no gods? You owe no allegiance to any of the pantheon? You simply wander through the world, never knowing or never believing in anything, just unto yourself?
I
misspoke. I'm a blood hunter. As I pull down my collar and I show the symbol that's on my neck and tattooed in my tattoo. And through my work with the blood hunters, I worship And I worship the Veiled Queen in hopes that our acts on the material plane can justify the evil that we take on in order to save people and accomplish our goals.
Oh, so you worship the Veiled Queen then? You came here with a purpose then?
I look at Hargraves.
Yes.
He kind of turns his back on you and turns around. The Veiled Queen does not take lies or exaggerations lightly. In her holy presence in this place, you'd be best to really think about the answers that you give.
I worship her, but I am no cleric or holy man. I worship her through, offerings and like any other dweller of the material plane. I'm no exception.
So he he closes his eyes and walks towards you, getting pretty close. He raises a hand and almost aims it in towards your face, and he kind of just looks down for a moment. I can see what you have done and the things that you do. You have not given proper sacrifice in weeks at this point. Why should we help you?
I pause and I look him dead in the eyes. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So he turns around, walks over to the pool of water and kind of addresses the pool. Then make your payment.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. So I walk up to the pool and I'm gonna do a quick history check to refresh my memory of good versions of payment.
Okay.
And I rolled trash. I rolled real trash. 12.
You have inspiration. Oh, you already rolled.
I already rolled. It's
Yep.
It's 12.
The 12. So, her offerings are pretty straightforward. So her offerings are pretty straightforward. The Veiled Queen isn't known to show any real interest in material wealth or any kind of offerings in that way. Most offerings are normally for the priests at the temple to sustain themselves. They live very limited, very reclusive lives in service to the Veiled Queen. So all she's really interested in
you cut
is
out
life
there for
force.
a second. They're straightforward. Huh?
She's only interested in life.
Dang. Only interested in what?
Life force.
Life.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the edge of the pool and I kneel down and I was like, oh, life, and I kneel down and I activate my blood rights again as I grip my hands so tightly that they start to bleed, and like activating almost like a partial transformation as the claws start ripping into my hands, and I just start doing a bunch of damage to myself, bleeding all over this pool.
Okay. What's the damage die on your Crimson Right?
It's a D6.
Okay, roll for damage.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 plus 5, 6 points of damage.
All right. So as your Crimson Right activates and you're digging the claws into your own hand, your blood begins to pour out of your hand and drip down into the water. Quickly, the droplets hitting it. The pool itself begins to turn a crimson red as you continue to bleed and hold on to the idea that the more that you can give, the more likely you are to get this favor in response.
Yeah, it's not enough. I keep doing more.
Yeah. The priest just stands behind you, saying nothing as he watches you maim yourself.
Yeah, as I start grunting more, and the claws start, forming more significantly as I deal more damage to myself.
Yeah. So, as you're doing that, the room, you all notice standing in there that suddenly the room begins to darken.
Ugh.
As all the candlelight seems to disappear and the shadows grow long and wide, filling in the room. You suddenly find yourself standing in a lightless abyss of a room. All you can see is the pool of water and Hargraves and the priest.
Yeah.
And then the pool turns a calm, clear color again as you stop dripping blood from your hand and the shadows return to normal. And the high priest says, "Your offering has been accepted. I will heal your friend. She will contact you in the future about completing this favor. For the Veiled Queen does not give anything for free." And he walks over to Voss, and he begins to use the incantations and cast the ritual for greater restoration. As you see Voss turn from the almost marble-like stone slowly back into his tiefling form, once again among the living. And then you watch as the priest falls apart into hundreds of raven feathers and disappears from the room.
I try to catch one of the ravens.
You do manage to grab onto one, and it just kind of dissipates into smoke in your hand as the rest of them follow suit.
I'm gonna nudge the tabaxi and go, "What the fuck?"
I look around the room, seeing Gao nudge the tabaxi, seeing the now alive Voss and Hargraves just bleeding himself, and I look around. Yeah, no, I fuck that. As I turn and walk out of the temple.
Okay.
Voss,
So Voss just stands there.
Voss lets go of the bow and shoots the arrow just into the room.
Yeah. It just slams into the wall.
Deflects. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm turning. It got me. Wait, where am I?
I get up. I get up and I turn to Voss and I walk up to him. So,
Hargraves, what happened?
are you all there? Are you okay? How do you feel?
Stiff.
Well, we got you out. The beholder is dead. We made out to come back for you. It took us a while, but obviously that doesn't really affect you. But now the debt's paid. We've kept our oath. As I turn to Lumi and I kind of show him my hand. It's all bloody and shit.
I show off mine too. Some things you need to catch up on. Thalen is no longer with us. I'll Various left to go somewhere, something about his people, and we have new companions now.
That's
I
all.
show them all.
How long was I down there? How long was I out?
I'd say about a week or two. Days are, you forget days, I can't count how many times the sun's been out.
Especially since quarantine.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that quarantine's messed my life up.
Quarantine.
We don't have to. Your sacrifice helped us escape, and it's probably one of the only reasons we made it out. So our debt is paid.
I owe you all. Thank you.
You don't owe anything. You're free to go.
I don't think so. Oh, so
Just died.
what now?
This second chance.
Now we are trying to figure out stuff about demons, devils, succubus, incubus, some strange name that someone kept writing on a piece of paper as I show it. Like, we have a lot of things to do.
Hold on. Devils. What about devils? What's going on?
The one with the tails with the triangle on the end?
We only got a glimpse of possibly one. What's happened?
Now there's potentially more. Like, there's, infected rats, and then there's infected trees like blights, and
I know about that.
vampires, and then there's
Yes.
this place is weird.
You
Has a
told
lot
me-
of weird stuff happening.
Did you see devils and demons or not? We knew about the corruption. What happened?
It appears that this is part of a larger plan. There's a succubus and an incubus involved, and it's the devil we thought was a devil seems to be some horribly deformed man, that maybe a curse of some sort. He's the key. They kept referring to him as the key.
Describe what he looked like, his curse.
He was
Half
orange.
human,
and
half
he could-
weirdo.
He looked like a more devolved version of a tiefling, but it just seemed when we encountered him, it looked as though he was partially a man, but as things progressed, he just mutated more and more. He had
He was a
spikes
tiefling.
and claws. I don't think so. I think he was some sort of wizard or alchemist.
Yeah.
Like a man.
Can I do a history check on what they're describing to me and see if Voss recognizes it from his past?
I don't think you've ever encountered like anything like this in your past. So how about you make an Arcana check instead?
Arcana.
17.
Ooh.
Solid roll. Strong.
It sounds like it's some sort. It sounds like it's a curse. It doesn't seem like it's anything more particular, but it more or less could be a man that was cursed by somebody else. It's very likely.
But it's not like the same curse that I used to deal with.
No, because that only happens to tieflings.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You mentioned some very powerful fiends. This succubus and incubus. They fought you both at the same time together. How did you encounter them?
They fought us. They were even able to summon forth servants, other devils.
A succubus and incubus could just bring followers into this plane.
From the sounds of it, their resources were limited, but yes. This isn't the conversation for here, though. As I look around the temple we're all standing in,
If
Yeah,
anywhere.
this is a
you
this
just
is
came
a
back.
very strange place.
Yeah, you just came back from the dead. Let's get you someplace where you can rest.
Rest sounds nice.
And back to the
Yes.
inn.
As I turn towards the exit, usher everybody out.
But before we go, who the fuck are these people?
We'll introduce later. But yeah, let's go. There was ravens that appeared, they disappeared, you know, the weird heebie-jeebie stuff in here. I don't feel comfortable. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Alright,
go.
so you make your way out of the temple, out of the upper district, and down into the back to the Black Cat Tavern. Where, as you arrive, everything seems business as usual. It's packed and filled with people. You see a lot of interesting faces, a lot of people from different parts of the world. Elves, halflings, gnomes. Everyone seems to be just kind of hanging out and having a good time. There seems to be some live music being played, as usual, and the smell of good food and drinks as well kind of permeates the air.
As I take some cloth and I kind of lightly bandage up my hands.
This place is much nicer.
Yeah, we've stepped up a little bit as I walk in and I find a place to sit and call for a couple drinks. A round of drinks. Time to take a load off.
All right. Well, if we're here relaxing, do we have anything else to do? Because
I need to make a stop at the armaments and give them the Eye of the Beholder, as promised.
that's right.
As Locke, I'll go with him.
You're just doing this so you don't want to talk to the new guy.
What? Oh, I mean, he's interesting, but, you know.
You haven't even said hi to him. You're telling me to be nice to people. Please introduce yourself.
I'm not doing
So
it.
there's time for that when you're not tired.
Revenge.
Do it.
You're a jerk, Mike. You're a jerk.
You're a jerk. Vengeance.
Dish best served cold and perfectly timed.
Yeah, fair enough.
He looks
take
tired.
that,
Let him
Matt.
rest. I don't sleep, so I'll just go with you, and we'll catch up in the morning.
Fine. Let us head out and go do that. So me and
So
Locke.
Voss is going up to whose room? Because he doesn't have a room, obviously.
Well, we're heading to the armaments real quick first. And then
Yeah,
coming
he
back.
can.
No,
Voss
you guys
can
go
go up
back
to my
the
room.
inn. So
Yeah.
I'm sorting this out. Give me a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So Voss is going to go to sleep up in the room, right?
Yep.
One of the rooms.
Yes.
Whose room?
Yeah. My room.
Hargraves offered his room. I'll take his.
Okay, Argray's offered up his room. All right, sounds great. Love it.
Off he goes.
Everything's coming together.
Everything is coming together. Everything. Okay. So you and Locke want to go back to Fire Dragon Armaments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds goody-yo. Sounds amazing. All right, so what are you gonna do, Gal?
I'm going to approach the tavern owner and ask where a nice fucking brothel is.
One track mind.
Yes.
All right, so you're just gonna go to whoever's working the bar and ask?
Yeah.
Okay, so you approach the bar and he kind of just looks at you. What do you want to drink?
No drink. Brothel. Good
No
brothel.
time for non-drink. What do you want? Do you see we're busy? And he kind of just looks around and waves at the room. And they are exceptionally busy. Every table is full.
Okay. An ale.
All right, so he turns, fills up a glass, and kind of puts it in front of you. 2 silver.
I put down reluctantly, very reluctantly, I put down 2 silver, and then I say, brothel, good brothel, where?
Red Dress Inn. It's where everybody goes.
But
He picks
where?
up the 2 silver. And then he just kind of turns around and ignores you.
Fucking
Goes back to
Wistanier.
work.
So I go up to Gal. I'm like, oh yeah, Gal. You're talking about that pretty red dress inn?
Is brothel? Yes?
Yeah, they wear lots of pretty dresses.
Can you take me?
I can lead you there.
Good,
Yeah.
you lead. I drink the ale, and I start, as soon as I finish the ale, I start pushing the cat out.
Sounds like a bad D&D joke. The Tabaxi takes the Earth Genasi to a brothel.
I know,
Getting
right?
pushed.
Yeah.
Ow! Ow!
Bad D&D
Ow! Ow!
This is how the stories everybody memes start. What are you doing, Hard Right?
Oh, I'm just taking load off and considering what I just did.
All right, that sounds good. Let that weigh on your mind heavily as you get ready. So, as you guys leave the door and go outside, you're stopped by somebody as a cloaked figure steps in front of you,
We're gonna get hurt.
and
Mother,
it has
take his
a
wallet.
deep, like, purple robe or cloak with the hood up. And as this person pulls out, you see it's another tiefling. Small world, apparently. Olive green skin, about 5'9", long dark hair with like this purple almost highlighting coming off of the top. With these medium-sized horns and a slender tail. The purple eyes have like almost like a slight glowish, like enlightened tint. Kind of thin build, so you immediately catches your eyes. Not being a fighter necessarily, or if they are, it's not strength that they're after. You immediately think, oh, I could crush this person pretty easily. So, Zambies, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yay!
I'm Zambies. I'm a streamer.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Introduce my real self or my character?
Your character, please.
Okay. I was like, wait a second. Dreaming doesn't exist in this world.
Or does it?
Yeah, or does it? There's
Magical
crystal balls.
Yeah, magical viewing glasses.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Somewhere between Scry and Sending Stones.
So I'm Miss Menda, Black Veil, and I'm a tiefling warlock. So when I introduce myself, am I talking to everyone or am I talking to the group as in?
Everybody.
Well, the
Okay.
group is kind of split up right now, but right now you're describing yourself to everybody, but you're talking to Locke and Godric at the moment.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because you've caught them outside of the Black Cat Tavern, going on their way to their Fire Dragon armaments.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if I described my character to like everyone viewing
Yeah,
wise, and
just-
then I
Yeah,
interact.
it's to help us picture you in our mind's eye.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I was kind of described in my features, and I'm a bit of a. I'm not straightforward with my answers, so you don't know what you're gonna get with me. You might think you're a little I might be untrustworthy, but you kind of have to slowly ease in with me. But I'm a little sassy, so and I'm untrustworthy I'm untrusting of most other people, races, everyone. So I'm a bit of a loner, and I like to be that way. But I have come here with a purpose, and we will find out what that is.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you had been staying in town, and your patron told you who these people were and to come find them, and he told you where you could find them, and you've been waiting for people who matched their description, and you saw them going as a group. And with it being sort of a time-sensitive subject, and with other things biting at your heels, you then decided that you would go inside. But it just so happened that both the Goliath barbarian Godric and the Warforged wizard Locke were coming out of the structure alone. So here you are standing in front of these two individuals that your patron has sent you to contact. So you guys can just interact dialogue wise now.
I'm sorry. Who the hell are you? Why? What is with all these bloody tieflings?
Greenskin, tiefling, how unique.
What can we help you with?
I feel like our we have aligned sorry, I was sort of guard and laughing.
That's fine. Don't
You're fine, yeah.
What the hell is with all these tieflings? Jesus, you judged me right off the bat.
Hey, listen, you described yourself as almost untrustworthy.
Yeah, we're gonna have words, aren't we?
Do it. Do it.
Have words.
Yeah.
Have all the words.
Well, I feel like I was sent here with a purpose to find you guys because I feel like we have our purposes align. We are looking for a certain individual, and I think I can help you.
I lean over to Locke. Locke, do you know what the hell or who she's talking about? I have no idea what's going on.
Since we joined with these psychopaths, it could be so many people.
I feel like we chose a bad decision joining them. So who's this person that we're looking for? Who are we supposed to go kill now?
I think the name Hizik might ring a bell.
One moment.
Now that is interesting.
As I turn around and I walk back into the bar, or back into the tavern, do I only see Hargraves at the table?
No, you see Hargraves at the table, and Lumi and Gao are kind of walking away from the bar towards the door.
Well, it's more
So I
like
walk over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a cat push.
I see that, and I look at them both. Stop for a moment, and I walk over to Hargraves and move his table. You all need to see this shit. Come on, follow me. As I
Really, I'm
walk
just
towards
trying to
the
have a
door,
drink here.
waving them. Your drink doesn't matter because random people need us, and they know random crap that they shouldn't know.
Wait, what?
Fine, I get up.
I
take my
was
drink.
I was gonna give Gao a good time. I was gonna show him,
Okay,
a good
I know
time.
you like to help all of your party members and make them feel good with what you do, but get outside.
What's outside?
There's a small tiefling woman who wants us to kill the man that we are looking for.
But boss went upstairs.
Oh, for the love of... Okay. I grab her and push her out the door, pushing Gao. Having pushed them out of the door, I point...
So do you all follow Godric outside then?
No.
No, well, you don't have a choice. You're getting pushed. You weigh like, what, 5 pounds?
I know. I'm being pushed out of my door.
No.
Oh, it was a cat.
As I push it, as everyone comes outside, I point at the tiefling. Crazy small tiefling that wants us to fight the Hizit. Crazy small tiefling, psychopaths that don't know where to go with their lives.
Hi.
Small.
So you see the party start kind of piling out through the door in front right there because there's like a small garden and walkway that leads up to the Black Cat Tavern where you're kind of like you're all basically kind of crowded around like maybe 10 feet of space like right in front of the door together now as she kind of stands in front of you.
Small devil woman. What's name?
I feel like we might be gathering a crowd. Do you have a maybe more secluded place we could talk?
A roof is secluded. Do you want to go on the roof?
Lumi, I can still feel dirt in my joints. I just don't want to climb right now.
Maybe just indoors would you?
Okay.
Yeah, we could just, I don't know, go inside instead of being all weird. Inside then?
Do you want to go into a room? That's private. We have rooms rented.
Sure, you lead the way.
I look at Lumi.
Me? But we know where our rooms are. We all know.
All right, so you guys head back.
on the
in,
second
you
floor.
Head back indoors, right?
Yeah, we head back
Okay.
upstairs
Yeah,
to one of the
yeah, back
rooms to
inside.
have a private
Yeah.
conference.
Not the room with Boss in it, because Boss needs his beauty sleep.
All right.
Damn right.
So you all go back inside and start making your way upstairs. Are you kind of following behind them zombies, or are you just kind of like hanging back a little bit, watching to see where they're going?
Yeah, I'm following, but I'm also looking behind my shoulders. I'm getting a sense of my surroundings, maybe if there's an exit, very observant and watching who is around me.
Yeah, so the Black Cat Tavern is actually a really nice upscale tavern in town. It's 2-story. You can see like the stairs that lead up to above the second floor and the landings, and there's people up there kind of hanging over the railing and looking down, talking, and the music is kind of loud, but it's completely packed. And the inn or where they're staying are back rooms on the second floor above everything else. So they all start heading up the stairs ahead of you. What? How many rooms? You guys only had. How many rooms did you have?
2 rooms.
2.
3 people in each.
No, I still had my room at the weighted purse. I was not staying
Yeah,
up.
okay, that's
yeah.
right. So Gal's still staying at
Yeah.
the weighted purse.
Yeah. I actually think Lumi and Hargraves were sharing a room, and then Godric and Locke had one.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So. Yeah. Okay. So you're all in there. So Voss is up there, staying in the room. All right. Just.
Yeah.
I
So we're in
for
their
some
room.
reason, I'm having a hard time keeping track of what everybody is doing and where they're going.
It's only been like 3 weeks since we talked about it.
Yeah.
Only
4, actually.
So, yeah, so you guys start heading up the stairs, and something strange starts to happen.
Uh-oh.
You start to smell that sulfury smell again that you smelled down in the Hobgoblin's fort.
Do you guys
And the
hear
room kind
that?
of starts to get warm.
I pull out my weapon.
I had mine out, dragging it up the stairs.
Is anyone else
Yeah.
feeling warm?
I feel fuzzy.
Is the smell coming from the door?
It doesn't seem to be coming from any one particular direction. It seems to be permeating the space in general, like a strong whiff over the very potent smell of the ale that's being passed around.
I'm gonna lean over to Hargraves. I'm gonna be like, probably all the devils, and like kind of nod my head at the tiefling behind us and the tiefling ahead of us.
Shh. Do you guys hear that, though? It sounds like a dog. Heavy breathing.
So as she says that, the building kind of begins to shake, and you start to see like cracks appearing in the floor, and you start to see light kind of coming through it and upwards, as you see, very similar to when you fought the incubus and succubus, a tear kind of open up in the space in the general common room. And with that tear, every single person in that room, there's a moment like a group gasp where it becomes dead quiet for one moment before it erupts into panic as people begin tossing over chairs and clambering over one another to rush to the front door. You see the barkeep like open up the door back behind his bar and just dip through that. You hear it slam and multiple locks hit as this widens, and it opens wider and wider, and then you see devils begin stepping out. You see a large, well-armored, very similar in bulk and type to the ones you already fought before, step through with his huge glaive in one hand, and then the similar beating, trapping wings of the other devils flying in through him, 3 of them. But in his opposite hand of his glaive, he's holding a chain. And on that chain, he tugs. And 1 foot at a time, these massive paws begin to shake the ground as they pull through. as he continues to lead and yank a hellhound of Avernus through the portal. 3 heads it has as it begins sniffing the air. Looking around the room, it growls a heavy, deep, shaking growl that you feel in the pit of your stomachs. The smell of the air is now rancid, and the heat pouring through the portal is almost unbearable as the desolate, baking wastelands of the first layer of hell begin pouring through. And it stays open as the hellhound comes through completely. Its massive paws and its claws digging into the earth. Fire dripping from its heads like magma leaking out of the earth. It begins to burn the planks of the tavern as they light and blacken. With every step, there seems to be a glow of the ground underneath its paws. Its dark, devastatingly sharp-looking fangs and its wicked head and deep eyes pierce straight through you as the middle head takes another large sniff, and they look at the new tiefling that has joined your party. The devil, with its glaive, takes it and chops the chain that keeps him attached to this hellhound and simply says, "Fetch her, for our master has it." And we're going to take a break.
I'm gonna run up to her.
So,
Break time.
it's giveaway time, but we're gonna
What did you bring to us, Sammies? What did you do?
And we're gonna take a short break with that. Take a quick little intermission. When we come back, the party's probably gonna roll for initiative as we get into combat.
Yes, come on.
But
Get
thank you
away.
everybody who's joined us so far. Thank you so much for the subs, follows, all the good stuff, for hanging out and listening to us ramble and talk and do all the things that are awesome. And we're so happy to have you all here hanging out with us. We love every one of you. Thank you so much for spending time with us. When we come back, it's going to be good stuff. So we're going to start setting up for the giveaway, and let me know when you're ready to start taking commands. We are giving away the set of Artisan Guild's mini for the month. The Sawagan, they're Deepkin. They're highly detailed 3D printed resin minis. They're awesome. The art is great, and they're extremely talented. They're gonna work as Sawagan in your world, or merfolk, or whatever you want to use them as. It comes with a boss and some hero minis, as well as a pin-up, and they have hooks and all kinds of weapons. It's good stuff. It really is. It's quite the win. So that's gonna be our main giveaway tonight. We still have we still have time for you guys to activate that second bonus giveaway in our community for the month. And with that, when we reach, if we reach that goal, we're going to be giving away D&D versus Rick and Morty, which is another awesome set. I've heard it's really fun, and if you're a Rick and Morty fan, it is a must-have from what I understand. So
It's fun.
we're only about $25 worth of bits and combined bits and donations away from activating this month's bonus giveaway. So thank you all, everybody who has donated and contributed. But don't worry, it's not going away. If we don't hit it this month, we'll just roll it over to next month and give it another shot and see what happens then. So, but make sure you want to stay tuned. We'll probably do this giveaway if we hit it tonight at the end of the session. So, are we ready for that command?
Yeah. Everyone, exclamation point ticket.
So I'm gonna redo it. 1 second.
Yeah, I accidentally got in there.
She got in there, so I'm gonna restart it.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, what the heck, Amanda? You can't win.
I was trying to
Mulligan.
make a message.
Hey, DM.
Sam?
Yes.
What is the bits leader getting for this month?
Nothing, because the bits leader needs to hit a minimum of 5.
It did. They did.
Yeah, our current
Well,
bits
I-
leader is 1,500 with KSEP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know we were getting any bits. No one has said anything.
Yeah,
So,
earlier.
Hey, we got a bunch earlier tonight.
okay,
Yeah.
so one other thing that we do on the channel is our monthly bits leader gets a small gift from us. The gift can kind of vary in what it is, but it's normally something personal, something that we want to send you. We don't choose it ahead of time, but it's we normally kind of try to scale it, and depending on how many bits we've received during the month, who the bits leader is. But we've given away novels. I gave The Name of the Wind, the first book in the King Killer Chronicles series, away. We've given away Reaper Bones minis and stuff like that, so you can receive some minis. You can receive a shirt, their logo, something. We'll find something what we think is cool, interesting, thematic, and themed, like kind of around the channel to send you. And that's kind of just a little gift from us that says, hey, thank you for being here and giving us bits and donating and just being awesome. And we really appreciate that. And thank you so much for the bits, for all of them, all together. I don't try not to look at the chat during the night, so I didn't see all that. I kind of rely on the rest of the crew to inform us what's going on.
Well, during that time, I reached out and I messaged. And I was like, if you stay the bits leader, I will DM you and let you know. I'll think of something to give away, but it's usually something small, something itty bitty, but
I
meaningful.
wouldn't say itty bitty. The book wasn't small.
Yeah. Well, it's.
Well, I mean,
not
last
small.
month we gave out some very pretty dice. So
Yeah, last month we gave away a set of dice. Those were pretty. Zambi's
Yeah.
used some dice right about now.
I need
Yeah.
to
she
die.
good.
We might just buy you some
Need
dice
the
and send them to you.
dice.
There's Zambi's.
Dude, can we
Buy
get
a
some
little
like
set.
special legendary action dice where the 20 is
wish.
the dragon? That'd be
Look
awesome.
at my dice, guys.
Yeah, maybe when we're
Ooh.
super famous and popular.
It's fancy.
You know. But are we ready for that giveaway now?
Giveaway's already going.
Yeah.
Understand. We're all good.
So exclamation point ticket gets you in, and don't forget subs have 2 times the chance to win.
Get in there.
It's a good time, so get in there and your
Everyone's
chance.
got
And
in
when
so
we get
far,
back
so
from
we're all
break,
good?
we'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick little 15-minute intermission, and we'll see you right around then because we gotta. People have to use the restroom and stuff, and we try not to eat and drink at the table, so we're gonna do it now.
Tea break.
So
You got 15 minutes to get in.
yes, so you got about 15 minutes to get in. We come back, and so.
All we
stick around
ask
for the
is
giveaway.
that you follow.
All we ask is that you be a follower or a
You
sub.
don't
It's
have
not
to be a
exclusive,
sub.
one or the other. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, and we're going to be right back. But first, we have to address that awesome $25 donation that we received, so that activates our bonus giveaway tonight at the end of the session for Rick and Morty versus D&D.
That's so
Awesome. Thank you all so much. You're amazing. Anonymous gifter, person, whoever you are. Thank you so much for helping us get over that hurdle so we can give this awesome piece of good stuff.
I can't.
Who are you?
I can't help but notice that the tip was $24.99, and now we're at $99.99 out of 100.
Yeah, but between that and the bits.
Yeah, we hit it.
Yeah, we've got. Yeah.
Who are you, mysterious person? Show yourself.
Mystery hero.
Show yourself.
Mystery hero.
Show yourself.
No
I need to
good
know.
deed goes unpunished.
That's a Frozen
No
song.
kidding.
The giveaway is closing in 1 minute.
Giveaway is closing in 1 minute. So if you still want to be a part of this giveaway for a chance at winning the awesome Artisan Guilds mini, I don't know if anybody dropped a link to the site and to the pictures that they can look at on our Discord or anything. But there are amazing miniatures. They're going to come. They might need some minor assembling and detail work, but they paint awesome. I painted their succubus and their incubus from a few months back, and they turned out really well. They took paint really well, even cheap craft paint to the more expensive miniature paint. They worked really well. If someone can drop like a link or something to Artisans Guild, I highly recommend if you are a 3D printer that you support them and get access to those files, because every month they drop an awesome set of miniatures.
I think we hit our sub goal too.
And that hits our sub goal. Thank you so much,
My
Velma the Red.
gosh.
How's it going, man? It's been a minute since we've seen you.
Oh my God,
We're so happy to see you in here.
And
Speaking
I-
of,
train this bitch.
I'm trained.
I'm trained. What? Fucking lit. You guys are all legends. And this is the right place to be legends. Speaking of people who 3D model and 3D print and stuff, I'm sure Valander knows all about Artisan Guild, and if he doesn't, you should definitely check them out, man. They are awesome.
Valander's awesome. I'm super fanboy.
Yeah, didn't he make you a custom dragon there, zombies?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
Show it.
Show that bad boy off.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she painted it herself. I'm
That's
jealous.
awesome.
That's a badass
I remember seeing the pictures and I
I
was
think
like,
it's
oh.
awesome. Feel free to drop pics of that in our Discord, Zambies, if you get a chance. And if you guys aren't in Zambies Discord, make sure you're in there. There's good stuff in that damn Discord, man. It's good peoples. Good peoples.
All the good peoples.
Level 1
All
complete.
the good people. Yeah, level 2.
All the good people. Level 1 complete. You guys are awesome.
Hype train.
I guess the hype
That's
train
exciting.
is just
It's just gonna keep rolling. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Amanda turned on her LED lights on her headset. She's raving now. It's a rave.
How about like
Oh my god, I just noticed that you were wearing horns on your head, Zambies. Look, she's getting into the role.
And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I need horn.
We gotta
You
have the
do
ears,
need
man.
horns.
All of
Oh
us.
my God, Prozac with more gifted subs.
Oh
You're
no!
addicted to Prozac. You're insane. What are you doing, man? Like, come on. No, keep going.
Thank you so much
Stop.
for the bits.
Don't stop.
Yeah,
I
just-
know.
Don't stop till we get enough.
Coaches.
Woo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He did it again.
Another one.
No, what-
Nick Gates doing it.
one.
Rounded
Another
out
one.
35.
Oh my god.
Thank
wow.
you.
Well, I don't know what to
Seriously,
say.
thank you.
This is by far the best D&D community around. You're also awesome. Prozac, you're such a supporter of the channel and everything that we do, and we're so happy for you to be our friend and like just be here with us. I wish we could talk to you more in the Discord and stuff, man. I haven't seen you on Modern Warfare either. I want to play Warzone with you. So, I mean, when you have the time, all you gotta do is send us a message.
And with the closure of the hype train,
With the closure
so
of the
does
hype
the
train.
giveaway.
Giveaway time. Who's it gonna be?
And the winner of the
Drum roll.
monthly giveaway is
Who's the winner? Who's the winner?
What the heck?
Zinj! Zinj is
Oh.
one. Oh my god, you better paint those minis on your channel, Zambies. These are awesome minis we're gonna be sending you. They're really good looking.
See, I
At least
didn't
one of
win
them.
though. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was him.
Yeah, but come on, you're gonna paint one of them.
Oh, I'm gonna bait them.
Oh yeah, exactly. Come on. Congratulations, Zinj, on winning that awesome set of models for Artisan Guild. Your better half is very
Painting.
excited.
We'll paint one.
and the winner of the bonus giveaway is Prozac Jr.
We did the bonus giveaway already?
What?
Oh no.
No, not yet, right?
No. That was the
No,
first
not yet.
giveaway. Bonus giveaways at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You're right.
God
All
damn
right,
it,
false
Kobold!
alarm. Our kobold is terrible. It's all right.
Yeah, he
Bad kobold.
he just
But,
wants to give Prozac a bunch of free stuff. Just like,
We'll hit you up for the shipping information later, Zambis, and then we'll ship them out to you probably the first week next month.
I mean, if you guys want, I on my channel I do a giveaway of a sketchbook that I've doodled in, and I have an extra one that was filled up. If you guys want to give it away on your channel, there's no guarantee when I'll get to the post office with this whole Corona thing, but I promise I will have it mailed out when possible.
Yeah, no, that sounds
Yeah,
great.
if you wanna.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
So,
great.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, why don't you show us this notebook? Show us this.
I wanna
sketch
see.
pad.
in my
Yeah.
Sketchbook.
or in my channel, I have channel points that you can use to
Oh,
get me to
yeah.
do a sketch,
Ooh.
whatever you want. I have 2 minutes to draw it, so I'm under the clock, and I fill up the books with a bunch of random whatever people in the channel want me to do. And sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're weird, but I'll sign the book and I put a sticker in it, and then I'll mail it out to whoever wins it. And as soon as I fill them up, I usually give them away as follower gifts on my channel. But I filled up quite a few, so if you guys want to give one away on your channel, I'm all for that.
Yeah, awesome. We'll
Yeah.
give it away. Should we just run another giveaway?
Can I
now?
enter?
Just do it.
Yeah, you guys.
I
can
want
have
it.
Can I qualify? I want it. There was a
I want
picture. I want it.
What I'll do
Yeah,
is
sure. Everybody's. I think it's fair. Everybody is free to enter. Then.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah. This is for something awesome. She's great at what she does. She draws stuff, and I'm jealous all the time. All the
That's
jealousy.
so gifted.
Damn talented people.
Giveaway.
I've always wondered what it's like to be talented. Seems nice.
What's it like?
What's it like?
Like,
Yeah, I'm
Tell us
also gonna give
more.
away another one of those and a mini at my end of the month giveaway next week.
well, I'm just gonna.
So you guys can
Reopen
pop
the
in
giveaway.
then if you want to win from that too.
Oh yeah, I'll be there for that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be there for that.
I want to be in there too. Yes.
Yeah, we'll do it. It's gonna be good times. I'll be there for that.
So I think we're gonna do another giveaway.
So Mike's reopened it?
I think
Not yet.
he's working on it right
I
now.
have to name it the Zandy
Surprise!
Special.
You guys invited me on here, so I feel like I should give back. So
Aw.
Oh, that's
You're
that's
awesome.
super nice of you. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, we were just
I actually
talking
nice.
about what it.
I
Yeah,
actually feel bad because all the prep and everything I was trying to do to get you on the show, I actually forgot to tell you to design a Hero Forge mini, and that I would pay for it and print it for you and paint it here so that you could have your own mini on the table, like to have it here for just as a reminder that you're on the show. And I totally forgot to do that, or I would have started on it. But you have a cool little paper miniature to represent your tiefling. I'll send you a picture of her so that you can see what I chose to represent your character. I got as close as I could. I got the olive skin, but it's not purple hair. And she has a staff, but it's still cool. It's pretty cool paper miniature. And these paper miniatures that we use to like fill in for the 3D miniatures we don't have are from Printable Heroes. So if you're not supporting Printable Heroes, they're super awesome. The dude is really awesome. He's a really nice guy. I've talked to him on multiple occasions about the stuff. He has a great art style. And I think he represents and translates the D&D monsters and stuff in just a really stylistic and awesome way compared to some of the other free miniatures I've seen on the market. But so that's what we have for you tonight, Zambies, to represent your character on the board.
You can still let us know.
Thank
I'd
you.
be down to have
And-
that.
I was gonna say I would be impressed if you got a mini already ready for me by the time we plan this. So
If I would ask you to design it soon enough, then
I can't see that.
we could have. But
Oh,
I just
right.
didn't even bring it up.
You're
You
right.
know, depending
I'll
on
have
how
to show
fast
it
you
to
got it done. But either way, next time you should do it anyways. Design one, send us the plans or whatever, and I'll take care of that on our end, and I'll print it for you, or you can design one yourself. And
See, I like Verlander the Red. He's like, if I joined, it wouldn't be a Hero Forge mini.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I'll make my own.
Hey man,
miniatures.
do you want to guest in and come play with us, Valendar? I'd be more than happy to have you come play, man.
I've seen Valendar
Your work
play.
is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to
That
have
was
you.
a wonderful time in this pandemic life that we live.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, we have 12 entrants so far.
12
Who
entrants
hasn't
so
entered
far.
the Zambi special?
Sketchbook.
Sketchbook,
Super
man.
awesome.
Huge book. I'll throw some stickers in there too.
And some
Sketch me what you
stickers.
got.
Just upping the ante up in here with this giveaway. Her
Stickers.
stickers are really awesome, high quality, I'm telling you.
Big
And by the way, why don't we drop a shout out? Why don't we drop a shout out once more in
win
there?
again, Zinji, you're gonna have to give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it.
You should
You heard
enter
her
just to
right.
see if luck's on your side.
I guess the odds are always in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's
some
a lucky
bitch.
May the
one.
odds be ever in your favor.
But yeah, once again, everybody, thank you so much. If you, once again, awesome individuals in here, awesome streamers to follow. Valendar the Red's an awesome custom 3D modeler, makes miniatures, made a great custom dragon for Zambies, is an awesome. Make sure to drop him a follow,
So
drop into
awesome.
his channel, see what he's doing. And once again, Zambies is a real good friend of ours. We love being in her channel. Her community is awesome and amazing. And thank you so much for coming and playing with us, Zambies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
bringing your community along with us, and it's super awesome. So make sure you give her a follow if you're not following her already. It's well worth it. She's real awesome to spend time with. Her channel is just like, I love just hanging out.
She's
and,
a
like, listening
damn
to you
talented
talk.
painter too.
Your the co-stream you did with Eenie Meanies was really interesting. I sat and listened to that almost that entire thing. That was fun. The color theory thing and the questions and here learning a little bit more about your what you do for a living and stuff was fun, Zambies.
Yeah, I like working with other artists. It's really nice to get involved in the community and pull people in, especially from different backgrounds too, and just kind of like bring everyone together and do fun stuff.
Yeah,
All
it's
the
good
fun
time. So make sure you drop her a follow, support her. She's a good friend of ours, and you know us, our community. You know us. Like we throw our names behind the people and put them on our friends and family list if we really believe in what they're doing and who they are as people, and it's all quality. And go drop her a follow. She deserves it. She's great.
I think I did
Can't
that
say it enough.
correctly. Yeah.
But
Oh,
how's
Twitch.tv.
been? Like, I know we haven't really gotten in the meat and potatoes of it yet, but you were pretty excited to start playing with us there, Zambies.
I was a bit nervous though because it's like, yeah, my second D&D game ever, and I'm thrown in front of a bunch of people. But no, it's a lot of fun because we've been talking about this for a while, and it's just hard with like everything going on and the different time zones because I'm on East Coast.
Yeah.
So it's like it's 1:30 for me.
Oh
But,
yeah, time zones. Yeah.
I'm staying awake for you guys because I love you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and I'd be more than willing to have you back anytime in the future that you feel like you want to, kind of jump in. If I can fit you in, and we'll do it. We'll get you on here.
I'll work on a special little square just for you that goes under Andy.
Yeah.
Great.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right there, get your own little square. Little square. Just for you.
Call it Zambi's guest square.
I had a lot of fun making her character with her. This is actually her character she used in the other games she played, just slightly modified to fit into this world's lore, but it's the same character name, right, and everything else?
Yeah, pretty much same class.
Cool.
Race.
Mhm.
There's a slight difference on a few things, but
Yeah.
other than that, yeah.
I've learned a little bit more about D&D choices. Those are always good.
Yeah.
Well, I think the 16 people who've decided to join have joined. I think I'm going to walk back over there and click that magical close button.
All right, last chance, last seconds. Jump in there for the giveaway to earn one of
Kobold.
Zammy's amazing sketchbooks.
Kobold Mike, did
And some
all of
stickers.
Legendary Action jump into that giveaway?
I think almost everyone.
I know I did.
I
did.
want a sketchbook for when so that I can have something to hold on to when she's all super popular and partnered and just going places and leaves us way behind to move on.
Like I said, you guys were
No.
like, I started streaming 7 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that, and you guys were like one of the first people there. So I know where my loyalties are. I know you guys. I appreciate you.
Woo! We have allies in the community.
And don't you ever forget?
I'm gonna write that down, clip it. You said you would never forget me.
Oh yeah, yeah. We won't. We will
Don't.
never forget you. Wink, wink.
Don't.
Yeah.
Go,
Oh god,
go,
it's a good time. So we ready to pull that winner?
Pepper made it by 2 seconds.
Oh, Rocket Pepper cutting it close, like 2 seconds.
They're
There,
gonna win now.
Rocket.
Watch it.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And the winner is.
The winner is.
The winner is-
Come on,
Azig!
Azig!
Azig! Congratulations, Azig!
So, I don't know how you want to handle that, but if they contact you, you can just send me their information or whatever.
Yeah, we can do that. Azig, just send us your shipping information or contact information. We'll pass that on to Zambies, and like she said, she'll get back to you as soon as she can with COVID and everything. And she'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Yay!
Now, there is an unwritten part of this contract where when you do get it, you do have to take pictures and post it on the Discord and let everyone
Yes.
know how awesome it is.
Please
Yeah.
show me the bearded photo that's
Like I
drawn in
said.
there.
Yes.
There's
One of
two
those-
different sketches, so they can get. You probably have some weird stuff in there.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, our
Ooh,
Discord's
like
a
a
weird
little bit
place for weird
strange.
people.
She's like, "Whoa, you're gonna put it out there for people to see?"
All right. So, that being said, and all handled, we're gonna jump right into this. So,
Combat!
it's time for combat. We're gonna roll for initiatives. Let's switch over to that amazing, awesome little combat screen. Let's get ready to go.
Let's do it.
Battle cam. Let's see this bread and butter. So, as he breaks the chain on the Hellhound and lets it loose, it begins stalking forward with prey in line of sight.
What a amazing battle kit.
My god, the stats!
So there's the stats. So, let's get down to rolling for initiative, and let's start with Zambies. Why
Yeah.
don't you roll for initiative? Would you roll us a d20 and add your dex modifier to it and tell us where you sit?
Yes, I guess. Rowan, are you keeping track of initiative, or is it me this time?
No, I'll keep track.
All right.
So, I will, I guess, go around. So, were we starting with Zambies?
Yeah, we're starting with Zambies.
Cool. So, Zambies?
Okay, so I roll.
Yep, 1d20.
All right, let's go because I don't have real dice. I got a 5,
Okay, plus your dex.
which is 13, and then does the +1 mean anything that I have in there?
So, it's the +1 that matters there.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, so +1.
So, 6.
Your ability score determines the ability modifier. So the modifier is the +1 in your stat line.
Can you,
Which means you're better than average.
could you spell your character's name for me again, please?
ISMENA.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so if I'm going around, lock.
Look.
That'd be a 20, sir.
Okay. Myself, I also got a 6. I will let Ismina go first. And then Hargraves.
I rolled a 12 plus 1, so 13.
Okay. Fucking Godric.
Oh, I
Oh,
got a 24, sorry.
he rolled a nat 20, man.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Gotta love that initiative.
Good. Glad you used it now.
Lumi.
I was like, roll. Wait, I have advantage.
This is going to be a great roll, guys. It's going to be the best rolls.
Don't worry, you're gonna do great.
It's not the best rolls.
That's the opposite of what you promised us.
Hey, we've each rolled a nat 20.
You lied.
So that is a 12.
12. Okay, and DM adversaries.
So, the hunter
Hunter.
rolled a 14.
14. Okay.
The hellhound rolled a 16.
No.
Okay.
The blue spine devil rolled a 1
Who's
plus
spine
its
equals.
dex, which giving it a 2.
Okay.
The spine devil green rolled a 15.
15. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Awesome.
all the bad guys.
Okay.
Glory be, the wizard goes first.
No, Godric had you beat.
Yeah, with a 25.
24.
24.
Close
You know how
enough.
this works.
But yeah, top of the initiative will be Godric with Lock on deck. DM, do you need to know top of the initiative order? Initiative count 20.
Top of the order.
Okay.
Top of the round.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Well,
Let's get
first
going.
off, I would like to initiate a state of anger. Because I'm pretty
What
sure that's
type of
probably top rated.
anger?
So, I would like to rage. Then, I am going to jump. I am
That's fine. Just take it down. You're terrible.
I'm just point. I would like to jump everyone in front of me and flying cleave the blue one in front of me.
Okay, so you're just going to run down the blue?
Yes.
That sounds great. So leaping off the top of the stairs and skipping over everybody else, the barbarian runs down there and attacks blue. It might be hard for you to see, so we're going to do what we can to kind of help you out, Zambies, but if you can see the color, you have a purple ring on the bottom of your character's base.
Okay, well, I strike at it with my first attack.
All right.
As I do, my blade ignites with a white fiery flame as it slowly begins to flicker and shimmer as I bring the axe down.
Which axe?
Which axe?
I don't know if I was attuned to the little one. Well, then I use the big one then.
Okay.
Natural 20,
So that's
a crit.
So critical.
Oh,
Legit.
shit. So, oh, fuck. 12?
Remember, you only apply your special damage to the first creature you hit in turn. Once.
20.
High rolls, man. High rolls.
53 points of damage?
Oh, you fucking cut him in part. Like, you go straight through him like just slicing cheese. You cut it in half. The dark, viscous goop just cleaves into sticks to your blade, goes flying thick against the ground, and, the wing splits in two, and it just falls dead immediately on the floor and just starts pouring blood out.
And then, never mind, that doesn't work because I used my bonus action. Darn it. Oh well. For those that were wondering what I mean, I critted because I Brute Weapon Master. If I crit something or kill something, I get to attack again with my bonus action. But I used it to rage. So, I step up to the beast.
The hill hand.
And I swing at it aggressively.
All right.
Recklessly. And this one I'll make a great weapon strike.
All right.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Oh my god. 14.
Godric, man.
14
Swing.
plus. We count slow people. I am not good at math. $27 points of damage. All magical. 5 radiant and 3 fire.
How much? 27?
27.
27.
What damage was that again?
It was 5 radiant.
Uh-huh.
4 fire.
Okay. So the fire damage has 0 effect as it hits the Hellhound. Just makes it really mad. And as you're swinging in, you hit one in the top of the head, and in hitting it, you hit a chunk of metal that has been surgically implanted in its head. So you strike it as hard as possible, but you kind of just chip, not expecting to come into contact with something like that. All right, it's still alive though.
Ends my turn.
Yep. Okay.
But I will use my reaction as you see dragon-like claws begin to slowly reach from the ethereal and wrap around my body and begin to make me almost move to help me avoid damage as I take dodge.
You take the dodge action with your reaction?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you are dodging. That is awesome. That makes it Locke's turn, I believe.
Go, Locke, go.
Lock with Hellhound on deck.
Okay.
Ooh, the Hellhound
Locke-
is up next.
Is the portal to Avernus still open?
Oh, yeah. It is bleeding in heat
Ah!
and smoke and fire.
Reacting to that and kind of desperate to make sure that doesn't keep going on, I'm going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic on the portal at 3rd level.
Ooh. All right. Casting at 3rd level?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to need you to make a roll, sir.
It's a roll off.
Neato. I'm good at those.
Oh no. I don't believe you have inspiration there, buddy. Do you?
No.
Oh no.
So that is going to be I'm going to need a DC 14 from you.
Oh, okay. What'd you get? Oh no. No.
With my spellcasting modifier, right? That's how it works?
I
think
no,
so.
I don't think so. I think it's a flat 10 plus the spells. I think it's just a flat roll.
Would it be the same as when you have to make the roll for counterspell?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think so.
So then I can
it's
read.
the same thing. I think it's the same as counterspell.
So I'll pull up counterspell. I'll look at counterspell's rules.
Well, if you're gonna look up rule, you might as well just pull up Dispel Magic.
The DC equals.
Yeah, using my spellcasting.
Yeah, using your spellcasting
Yeah.
ability.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then, yeah, I got. What'd you say the check was?
DC 14.
Sweet, I got 16.
Oh, nice.
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 So you cast Dispel Magic on it, and you guys see the portal, the terror into Avernus begin to just kind of cinch close slowly, and then it kind of does this wave, and it slams shut, and then there's kind of a last belch of like heat that kind of pulls out, and there's that heat wavy look that you get when you look at pavement in a hot summer, and there's like a little bit of smoke left over just kind of hanging over the space where the portal once was, successfully closing it.
Okay, after that, if I get to that, is that the landing on the top of the stairs? Does that look down, or is there a wall and I can't see if I'm up there?
No, the elevated section with the stairs is meant to represent a 2nd level, so you're about 15 feet up.
Okay, and I can't see down, right?
Not directly below you, but you can see down.
Oh, so there's like a railing. It's like a balcony.
Yeah.
Perfect. I am gonna go to the end of that, and just end my turn there.
Okay, so
To the far end of the balcony, away from whoever's got the orange base. I can't really see.
That'd be
yeah,
myself.
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
So then it's going to
All the way
be,
to the end, to the private area.
Yeah.
and then it's going to be the Hellhound, Greenspine, and Hunter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bad guys.
So the Hellhound throws a nasty growl at the barbarian, but seems completely disinterested in them as it just kind of skulks by you. And then you see sulfurous, ashy-looking smoke begin to bellow out of its head. And looking from where you are, Lumi and Hargraves, you can see straight down its throat this
Ugh.
glow, this soft orange reddish glow, as it begins to belt fire outwards at you all. So staying within melee range, it moves right there. And I believe that's let me double check the cone size here.
No.
Okay. Boop. All my stuff is all over here. Once again,
It's gonna get cray-cray.
It's gonna get cray cray.
I see a tongue.
Three times.
Three tongues. Yes. Chop, chop, chop.
Now, DM, are these tongues bigger than the beholder's tongue?
No, but it's not that big. It's the Hellhound is really large. It's like about as tall as Hargraves is, but it's not nearly as big as the Beholder is.
So like a lick-a-tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, so that hits who it needs to. So I need both Lumi and Hargraves to make DC 15 Dex saving throws.
Yes, Dex.
Or take 8d6 fire damage.
Oh, I better pass this.
I think I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Oh, that's a cat.
I think I'm gonna use the inspiration I got too.
Ooh, 8d6. Ooh.
What did I have to get? 16, 15? That
What's the
inspiration
pass?
mattered. 16.
Yeah.
All right, Jammer. Wish me luck. Because if I pass, I take no damage. Because I'm a rogue.
I'm a rogue.
Thank goodness. One of my rolls wasn't that one.
She needed it, ladies and gentlemen.
So
big number,
14 plus 7, I'm good. I take
That's
no
like
damage.
real close to max damage too.
I take no
So
damage.
on a fail you take 39 fire damage and half as much on a pass.
Oh, thank goodness.
19 on a
So
pass.
19
Nice.
as this like burning volcanic heat just bellows out. It belches, completely catching everything on fire as the fire begins to eat up the staircase and go up the walls as its head just drags left to right, both heads just trying to catch everybody it can with the fire. The smoke starts to burn and the heat begins to come, like just catching the stairs on fire. They begin to like crack and fall apart right underneath all of you standing at the bottom, or actually I think Zambies is the only one on top of the stairs at the moment. But yeah, so you can feel the stairs beginning to give way underneath you due to the intense heat, Zambies.
It's getting
And that
hot.
ends the Hellhound's turn.
So then
that's
you also
awesome.
have Green Spine and Hunter.
Okay, so the Green Spine Devil, the Hunter yells at it in like Infernal, and you hear it just give some kind of like it seems real angry and just like rock, and the Spine Devil flies up to Locke and attacks him.
Poor Locke.
You don't have to.
Lands
though.
right, yeah, he kind of does. So he comes down on top of you, and with his pitchfork, and he starts to strike at you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh.
it makes a multi attack, so it makes 2 attacks. The first one is going to be
I just had this off. I used my reaction to increase my armor class by 2. Ah,
yes. I'm super
Ooh.
glad you did that. So what's that put your AC at then?
14.
Oh, 2. Gotcha.
Take
14. Well, he rolled a 19, so
Ooh.
that's a hit on the fork attack. So that's going to be 6 piercing damage, and then he's going to hit you with his bite attack,
Nom 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 nom.
and that's going to be a miss. So him suddenly flying up there as you're moving towards around the landing, try to keep kind of out of sight and get a better vantage point. It moves so fast it catches you off guard as it just comes like right over the top of the railing and strikes at you with its pitchfork, hitting you kind of square in the chest. And it not expecting you to be metal is a little confused, and then it just lunges forward to try to bite you, because of course if the pitchfork didn't work, it assumes biting you is going to be better. Alright, and that ends the Spine Devil's turn.
Okay, still Hunter. And then Hargraves on deck.
So the Hunter, you watch as the Hunter reaches into this like side pouch it has, and he pulls out like these 3 glowing ember stones.
I want it.
As he kind of speaks into it and then throws them on the ground.
Oh no.
And as he does, each one of the stones kind of turns into this free-floating self-contained orb of like burning fire as they start moving around the room, dispersing outwards.
Oh no.
What? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem nice.
And that ends his turn.
Okay. Hargraves with Lumi on deck.
If they want her, we can't let them take her. As I reach into my bag and I use a greater healing potion. Because
Woo! Yeah, you felt that hellhound breath, huh?
yeah, I felt it. I felt it good. So 5.
It burns so
8,
good.
10. And I heal 14 points of HP. 14 precious points of HP. As I look over towards that hellhound thing, and I start changing in it, and from my large Goliath form rips forth a giant werewolf.
Yeah, shedding your skin, revealing the beast beneath.
Yeah, and I snarl real bad.
I snarl so bad. You wish I didn't snarl so bad.
Yeah, like a doggy challenge, you know. You coming in my house pissing all over the floor with smatterooms.
So Lumi with Ismena on deck.
All right. So I'm next to a hellhound. I want to make sure I'm in flanking, since
Well, you're not.
I'm not.
No.
Not with
Well,
him
you're
there.
not.
No.
Why not?
It has 3 heads. You can't flank it.
You need to move to my right 5 feet to be flanking him.
Okay, I want to be flanking the evil puppy.
Okay.
All right. So, ka-ching! With my assassin's brand, I'm going to commence that sneak attack, and
Does that take an action to call Assassin's Brand out?
No.
You sure?
Oh. Bonus action.
Yes. Takes a bonus action. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
That's right. I didn't call it out. So, with my bonus action, I do that. As my action, I'm gonna get it.
And what does Assassin's Brand look like? How does this work?
So with Assassin's Brand, you see Lumi, do that action with her. Sorry, this hand. This hand. Make sure it's not on the camera. So she goes like this, and then there's red runes on her hand that light up, and then out of nowhere comes a blade, from the ethereal. As she grips onto it, it's like a beautiful blade. She kind of made some scratches, to decorate it a little bit.
All right.
So that's my Assassin's Brand. I put a little paw mark on it.
Okay.
If people have ever received the letters from the giveaways, you see the little paw mark signature she does? That's what's on the blade.
All right. Sounds good.
And she gets that out as she gets the perfect position to flank this 3-headed dog. And from looking at the dog, because I don't know if it's a Cerberus, I think it's just a 3-headed dog, I go for the very right head. As I strike up. I try to sneak on over, go down below, and strike it upon He-Man status.
All right. Make the attack roll.
Sneak attack. And
You gonna use your 1 a day to make it a critical?
yes, I want to make it a critical.
Okay.
Once a day.
On a hit.
On a hit.
Turns into a critical.
I'm hoping it hits.
I'm
Please
gonna give
hit.
her my inspiration.
Are you gonna give me inspiration?
Well, she already has advantage. She's flanking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know she had advantage. Never mind. I won't do that.
Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck.
You're in a natural 20.
Hold on.
And then not have to spend it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I forget how much sneak attack.
Interesting question. Is that how that works?
I think it changed.
If she uses her automatic critical once a
Sorry,
day, but
guys.
she hits with a critical.
Well, she chooses to spend it
4d6.
after the roll. Is it determined to hit?
Okay.
She
4d6.
turns it into a critical, so you wouldn't do that if it already comes up a critical.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's what makes her so special. She gets to see what the roll is and make it a critical.
So that is a 14. That's 12 plus 8.
20.
That's a 20.
All right, yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit the crap out of it.
I do. And I rolled. So,
Damn.
ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, I rolled d6s. And from my 5 d6s I see 3 6s and 2 5s.
Almost max damage.
Almost max damage. So 6, 12.
Are you using your critical?
Yeah.
Okay.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And then I roll it again.
Yep. 28.
20, 28. And then I roll again. So that's 28, 25,
Add
30,
this.
31, 32, 33. And then I don't add anything else. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
I think it's adorable you count on your fingers. I just want to point that out.
Hey,
I have to make sure I count.
I'm just saying in 2
So
hits.
how much?
53?
53?
53?
Yeah. I mean, you come in swinging. You actually come underneath. Your sword goes straight up through the jaw, up through the skull, coming out the top. And the hellhound just yelps out in pain and starts wiggling, trying to get off as the other head, the middle head, starts trying to like bite you and get you off. But you just shove it up even harder and just you hear that crack, that satisfying pop of like just twisting and breaking bone. You pull it out and the head just falls kind of limp at the side. And the hellhound just kind of backs up a little bit, kind of cowering. Its fiery tail kind of going down between its legs.
I've never felt bad for an enemy until just now.
And then after that, I just stand there and look at the other 2 heads as I go like this and I hiss at it.
You arch your back.
Yeah. You know. And that ends my turn.
All right.
So it's is Minna with myself on deck.
All right.
And there is wild magic on lock.
Yes, that is the next
Wild magic on lock. Congrats. So what's the play here, Zambies? What are you gonna do? So you're currently standing on this staircase, which is ablaze on fire and slowly but surely falling apart and crumbling out from underneath you.
I was gonna say, I want to make sure, like, if this staircase could fall at any point and everything, I should probably get to safe ground. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like moving, but I'm looking at, like, I don't want to be near that puppy, so I guess I'm gonna go like a little bit more to the right.
Okay. All right. How far to the right? Do you want to go all the way over as far as you can go, like 30 feet towards the spine devil?
I don't want to go too close to that guy. Probably just like 2 spaces over.
Okay, so 10 feet over.
Yeah.
So right here?
We can move this just to remove the confusion and remove any line of sight issues. Okay, so you move over. You want to take an action, cast a spell, use one of your items or abilities.
Yeah. What is wild magic? That was.
Wild magic is an effect that takes place basically anytime a player casts a spell, an additional spell effect is triggered, like on a random D100 list that I roll on.
Yes, the next time that Locke casts a spell, it'll affect him.
Yeah. It could be good, it could be bad, it could do absolutely nothing, like do something like as simple as change your hair color for 24 hours. You never know.
To giving you a +3 in strength.
Yeah, or doubling the spell.
Or turn you into a potted plant.
Oh no, not again.
Kind of a safe distance from this winged beast over here. So
You're about 5, 10, 15, you're about 20 feet away from it.
I think I'm gonna take a shot at him. Probably do like an Eldritch Blast then.
Eldritch Blast! That's awesome.
I shoot something.
Don't forget that you have
So
that
juicy.
awesome. You have that awesome. Awesome magic item that allows you to spend 1 charge to give yourself advantage on that Eldritch Blast.
Why not? Let's have fun.
Why not? Go for it.
All right.
So you roll 2d20 and you take the highest to see if you hit first.
Okay. Okay, so does that mean I roll twice with the? You say 2d20, like 2 20s?
Yeah, so advantage means you would roll 2 d20s, and you would take the higher of those 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 the first time,
Okay.
and I rolled an 18 the second time.
Yeah. So you take the
Much
18,
better.
add your spellcasting modifier to it, which you're playing a warlock, so that's going to be charisma. So you add your charisma modifier to the attack
Which is
to
3.
see what the total is. 3.
So 21.
So you rolled a 21 to hit. That's awesome. Oh, you hit it. You hit this spine devil so fucking hard, like right in the square in the chest, right over Locke's shoulder as it's trying to bite onto him. So now you're gonna roll damage for your
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
3.
3 damage. Are there any modifiers or anything that you get to add to your Eldritch Blast?
What are the modifiers for that one then? Let's...
She rolled 2d10s.
Depends.
Do I have?
You're level 7, correct? So
Yes.
I believe it should be 2d10s.
It's 2 separate blasts for Eldritch Blast, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 attack rolls, each 1d10.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, each one a d10. Okay, so this is your first Eldritch Blast then. Okay.
Okay. So should I have rolled 2 10 dice then?
No, because you're gonna attack again.
Okay.
You're gonna do another blast. So we're gonna resolve the first one. So you said you rolled 3 damage? Correct?
3 damage, yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 on the first one. So you're gonna again with advantage roll another attack with Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yay. I rolled again and got a 4.
Okay, so roll another d20 because you still have advantage.
Yep. You still get advantage on
Okay.
both when they attack.
7.
7 plus your spellcasting modifier, which
Yeah.
is 3, correct?
3. Yeah.
And it should
So-
also be plus your proficiency, which is
And
another
your
3.
proficiency,
Which
yes,
is 4,
3.
so...
which is 3. So you're adding 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So that gives you. I'm sorry. What'd you roll? A 9,
I
you said.
I have 7, and I
A
have 3 and
7.
3, 6, so 13.
14.
Okay, so yeah, so that's a hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, so now you roll another d10 for damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And sometimes, depending on your
12?
Eldritch evocations, it'll add damage to that. Depends on the evocations you pick, though.
Mm-hmm. So what'd you roll on your? It's a d10 for your damage, right?
Yeah. 12. Wait. Did I roll the right dice?
That's fine. Take your time.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, 9.
9. Good roll.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So 2
Sweet.
solid blasts of magic come out from your hand, or how does casting look for your character? What does that look like, your spells?
I feel like everything kind of originates in my chest and burns out through my arms, and like this underneath my green skin is like this purple magic that emits and comes up to the surface and then just blasts out through my fingertips.
That's
Awesome.
fucking cool.
Sounds great. So solid, like two blasts of purple magical energy strike the spine devil and kind of send it floating back. It's still alive, still hanging on, but there were 2 solid hits from you.
Very nice.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. So does that end your turn? Are there any other actions or anything that you're capable of taking? this turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right, so that ends your turn.
myself, and then it would be the blue spine, but that one's dead. So it'll be top of the initiative order after that. So as Gao assesses the situation, eager to get down to fight the dog, but looks over and sees Locke currently being skewered, heaves a small sigh to himself as he remembers that Locke has not had any chance to rest, and walks his happy ass over to the spine devil.
Awesome. All right, so that's going to be 10, 20 feet to put you in melee range.
Yep, and then I drag the maul alongside me. As I get up to about 5 feet, I'm going to rip it up through the ground, kind of tear a little bit of the flooring up as I go and uppercut, trying to hit the spine devil with the first attack, and I'm going to do the shrapnel strike.
Okay, sounds good.
That's going to be a 19 on the dice to hit,
Yeah, that's a hit.
and then 20. So 24 damage on that.
24 damage.
24.
Oh, you uppercut the living hell out of it. You hit it, lift it up, and you send it into the ceiling where it dies and then falls back to the ground. Its wing kind of gives the last little like flick as its nerves are going out.
Awesome. I'm going to give a nod to Locke as I continue to step past him, and I'm going to move right above where the Spine Devil used to be with my last 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
10. All right.
And that's my turn, so top of the initiative.
All right. So at the top of the initiative, nothing happens because you closed the portal.
Sweet.
So Godric with Locke on deck.
Godric looks at the werewolf, looks at the puppy, seeing the puppy seeing that the puppy just get smacked into submissiveness. He smiles and just gives a thumb up to Lumi, and then walks right towards the Spine Devil, or the Bearded Devil. Apologies.
Okay.
Saying he's gonna try to avoid the orbs.
Okay. There's no way for you to get around them
Oh.
without leaving the Hellhounds.
That's fine.
Space.
I'm gonna leave the Hellhounds space.
Okay. Either way, yeah, there's really no way for you to get around them without.
Oh, I
being
wasn't sure if I
within
could go
range.
boop 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 boop, and just go like that. 5 feet.
Oh yeah, you can go through them. You said avoid them. Those are two different things.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know if they took multiple spaces. Apologies then.
No, they don't. They take up 5 foot spaces.
Oh, then couldn't I? Laser pointer right in front of you.
Oh, what?
Yeah, real quick. So could I go here, here, here?
Yeah.
And not hit any of the orbs?
No, because you're within 5 feet of them.
Oh, okay,
That's
cool.
what I'm saying.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
I mean, Mike,
yeah,
you
I'll do
could
that.
technically do like a big loop around.
It would still bring them within like 5 feet of at least one of them. He's already within 5 feet of one of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Okay. All right. So as you try to run around avoiding the Hellhound, it takes one snapping attack at you.
Nom nom
Or
nom
one
nom nom.
multi-attack since it
Nom,
has
nom.
2 heads left. It is... You are within 5 feet of one of its allies, so it has advantage because of pack tactics. So...
Puppy
Or
tactics.
not multi-attack because it's a reaction. But either way, it uses its reaction to make a bite attack. So... It's going to be boop boop. 15 to hit.
Meets.
It meets. So you take 5 fire damage and 5 piercing damage.
Zombies.
Huh?
Matt got dropped.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it
Oh,
was
no.
zombies.
Me again.
Man.
So 5 piercing damage and 5 fire damage.
Ooh. We are now down a robot.
Yeah,
Power is out.
his power just went out.
Ooh, rough.
Ooh.
So,
Right.
if you'd like me to, I can have him text me what it is that he does.
Okay.
If he wants to, it's really not it's not really a huge deal. It's up to you guys.
No, we need a lock. I want to see the wild magic.
Okay.
Yeah. So you how much damage?
Again,
Yes.
it's 5 piercing damage and 5 fire damage.
Here he is.
Oh, yay.
Hooray!
Lockhart down for a
Another
moment.
dimension.
Luckily, the computer's on a battery backup, so it's not going to take me 10 minutes to fucking get everything back up. But my internet router, not so much.
Oof.
Ooh.
Perfect. So, yeah, he hits. And then I strike at the Bearded Devil. First, I'm going to do Recklessly against him. Do you know what? We're still going to continue that Great Weapons train. So I'm going to Great Weapon Fighter hit it.
Okay.
15?
15. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. That is miss.
Okay. Do it again.
Commit. Commit. Commit.
With Great Weapon Strike.
Full power.
Full power.
Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does hit.
So that's 11 plus 10 is 21 plus 4, 5. So 37 points of damage.
37. All right.
He hitting.
As I didn't kill anything, didn't crit, sadly. I growl, and then my turn.
So Locke with the Hellhound on deck.
It is Locke's turn.
Okay, I move to the edge of the balcony just in front of Gao.
Mm-hmm.
Edge of the balcony, just in front of Gal. Thank you for being very descriptive.
You're welcome. And then I'm going to use... what am I going to use? I'm going to use... Yeah, I can only use a cantrip. That's right. So I just use Shocking Bolt on the hunter.
And Wild Magic.
Sounds good. Yeah. Wild Magic will trigger. But he's got to roll to attack first.
Gander with the wild magic.
20 to hit.
That's a hit.
So, Zambies has wild magic now?
No, the lander is the one that gave Locke the wild magic.
Yeah.
I was just
It's
saying.
unlocked.
But they.
A solid 4 lightning damage.
Solid. Rock solid.
Yeah, I thought it was Sieg.
It was Sieg.
Yeah, it was
Was it
Sieg.
Sieg?
Yeah,
Sieg.
man. Pay attention. Jeez. No.
The silly computer showed. Oh, I get it. I was like top comment than the thing, so I'm sorry. That was totally correct. I feel silly. I
Gotta
feel
give-
silly.
Yeah, gotta give credit where credit's due.
Yup.
All right.
And do I roll the wild magic, or is that you, Andy?
No, I roll it.
Oh,
I roll it.
All right.
D100. So that's going to be
29.
11. You cast silence centered on yourself.
Oh no!
Congratulations.
Oh.
Oh.
That's just bad for that whole area, really.
Yeah.
I'm in that area.
I know. That's why it's funny.
I don't have subtle spell. No. How big is silence? Isn't it like a 30-foot circle? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a 20-foot square?
I don't know how it works. I don't have that spell.
Yeah, do now.
Character, are you?
He has a lot of bad luck, Zambies, on a regular basis.
It's truly a curse.
All right, so silence. For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. So lock.
I was wrong. It's a 40-foot circle. So this whole fucking room is useless to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible here.
So cool. So awesome.
So
40-foot square. So
40 fucking feet.
yeah, that's like the whole room. So nobody's casting magic anymore.
Well, it's only 20 feet in every direction from me. So
Yeah.
you know, if
Yeah.
you go to the
It's
corner,
pretty much almost the whole. It's almost the whole room now.
That's
if
the whole.
Bambi steps like 5-10 feet to the side, she can still cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes by Hargrave. She can cast.
Yeah.
You're never getting away from it.
I'll be fine. You just watch.
40
Oh,
foot.
boy.
Is it a 40-foot diameter or 40-foot radius?
Radius or diameter? I read it.
The radius is 20, so the diameter is 40.
Okay, so it's only a 20-foot radius. Got it.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
is that your turn,
geometry.
Lock?
Well,
You can't do much else, so I'm gonna assume yeah.
how far up am I? About 15 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I bound over.
Okay, so you just drop down the ground level?
Sure.
All right, cool.
And
Sounds
then
good.
how far have I moved? That's 20 feet, so 10 feet. And I try to keep to the wall to stay away from the hunter, but I'm going to use the last 10 feet to start moving to the other corner.
All right, sounds good.
Get out of my own spell effect, god damn it.
Well, I do have a question. So since it's centered on him, does it track with him or stay at the point of the origin?
No, it's centered on him. It stays on him.
I don't think so. I think it's cast and then it stays like darkness.
It says centered on yourself, but it doesn't state if it follows the exact rules as the spell.
Yeah, this is a judgment call.
Would you like the spell to move with the lock?
That's up to you.
Or
I mean,
bud.
You can cast silence on an object, right? Just like darkness.
I think it's only centered on it. I mean, it doesn't move with the object.
Yeah, it's on
like
a
the
point.
darkness
So rules is written. It's on a point, which you could say it's the same point as an object or whatever, but it doesn't say that it is bound to that in any way. That like where it's more on that location than an object or anything like that. Rules is written.
Well, so do you rule, DM?
I thought you could choose one or the other to cast it on an object or a point within range.
You
No,
can't,
it's
but
fine.
Yeah.
It stays there. We'll leave it there because it doesn't specify. So we'll just leave it up on the balcony.
all right.
If the point you choose is on an object you are holding, or one that is that isn't worn or being carried, the darkness emanates from the objects and moves with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Completely covering the source of darkness with an opaque object such as a bowl or a helm blocks the darkness.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
darkness.
darkness,
That's a
not
different
silence.
spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're looking at silence.
That's fine, though.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll move on. Is that
I
your
think we
turn?
said darkness so many times that my brain just assumed. But yep, sorry.
Lock?
Yeah, that ends my turn. Oh, you know
Okay.
what? Fuck it. Oh no, I can't cast over. Never mind. Yep, that ends my turn.
So the Hellhound, and then the Green Spine Devil is dead, correct? Yeah, I killed it. So then
that
Hellhound
hits,
with Hunter.
That's 20, right? Next up is initiative 20.
Yeah, I was on 20, so
Yeah, Lock is 20.
Okay, yeah. So, the fucking little floating things of fucking fire close in on the fucking barbarian, and they fucking basically just explode on themselves. They just blow out, and they do 5-foot radius. So, this one moves over here, and they basically all explode. So I need you to take... we'll start with green. I need you to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
I pass.
He's good at that.
Orange or red
Pass.
and blue.
Pass.
Okay.
Good
So
job.
you take half from all three of them then.
Hmm.
So that's going to be...
Exploding balls of fire.
So the first one, second one, third one. So that's going to be 6 fire damage on the first one,
Mhm.
6 fire damage on the second, and 8 on the third, as they
Oh.
all just explode.
On the third one, I'm going to do Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
7, so taking 1.
So they all explode right around you.
So 6, 12, 13. As the fire washes over me, you see the ethereal dragon-like claws that are like hanging over my shoulders and body, kind of protecting me. So they crack and shatter as they dissipate.
Sounds great, man. Boom, dragon stuff. Now it's the Hellhound's turn. Let's see if he gets his fire breath back.
No.
Yes.
I should
No.
probably open and look. I
No.
don't believe it's on a 5 or a 6.
I impose disadvantage.
You impose nothing.
No. Right there.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't get the fire breath back.
Yes.
She uses lightning breath.
It instead makes a multi-attack against you, Lumi,
Bring it.
making 2 bite attacks. It no longer has advantage through pack tactics, so the first attack. It's going to be 16 to hit.
Miss.
The second attack, it's going to be 17 to hit.
Miss.
All right, so they both miss.
Yes. I am quick and nimble when
It
I
gets
need
his reaction
to be.
back, and that ends its turn.
I can float through the air and climb
So
up
both
trees.
the Spine Devils are dead, so I believe that makes it the Hunter's turn, correct?
Correct.
Rowan?
With Hargraves on deck.
So the Hunter looks around the room and sees that the building has like caught fire and is coming apart, and observes the dire circumstance that his hellhound is in, and you see him sign and cast the spell as the portal once again opens, and he just turns, looks at all of you, and just snarls, and then steps into the portal.
I use my reaction to counterspell the portal.
You're
at
in
third level.
silence. You can't.
You can't. You're silenced.
I did not get out of it?
No.
Fuck!
You are 5, 10, 15.
You're like 15 feet away from
Yeah,
getting
you're
out of
15
it.
It
feet away
doesn't
from the
need
point.
voice, only somatic.
Oh,
It needs somatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's within range.
oh, damn.
Oh! Ooh! Ooh! He's trying!
He's not casting the teleport spell, or is the problem. There's something else at work. So
If he's not casting, then there's nothing to counterspell. Like,
yeah, he's not. He's using a gesture because that's what activates it, but he's not actually casting the spell.
your call.
It's-
It's my last third level slot, so I can spend it here or save it for something else.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You can try for it. You're gonna need a DC 17 to try to counter the plane shift or spell, more or less. That's what I'm gonna equate it to. So plane shift I think plane shift is like a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
So DC 16.
Hi, Dodo Two Fly. Thanks for the bits. I love you.
We appreciate
Dodo,
you. Dodo,
what's
as always.
up? Welcome back. Nice
Why
to
are
see
you up
dropping
this
in.
late?
Thank
How are
for
you up
the
this
bits.
late?
I
How
got
are
it.
you up this late?
I got a 15.
Ah.
A 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There's
as
a,
you attempt to use, knowing that this thing is obviously desperate to escape, or knowing that it's probably pointless to cast the spell anyways because you're just not 100% sure, but you know what? You don't want this thing to get away. You cast counterspell anyways, but unfortunately it strikes the space as it begins to open, and it just has 0 effect. And you actually see it cast like a cursory glance your direction, kind of level its glaive at you, and it says, "I'll be back for you as well." And it just steps through, closing. And with that, the hellhound just crumbles into dust
Oh.
on the ground in ash as the building begins to like catch a blaze, as it starts spreading to the curtains and the far walls and just reaching around inside the tavern. So,
Oh boy.
So
So,
y'all
wait,
doing?
so the building's caught fire, right?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm upstairs. So then
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to head to the room that Voss went into because he didn't come out during any of this. So I'm going to go in there, like bust down the door and go to like fireman carry him out.
All right, yeah, sure. Yeah, you see him in there. He's like sleeping through it. This all happens so fast. You actually kind of catch him like waking up and trying to. He sees you come through and he's like, "What's going on?"
Don't even answer. I'm dragging them all in one hand and I go and like hoist him up over the other and like throw him over my shoulder.
Does Voss let him do it?
I can walk. I mean, he doesn't really resist. He's just like, I can walk. I'm fine.
All right, yeah, so you just fireman carry him back down the hallway, out of the rooms, and up to the landing, where you see the staircase collapse and fall to the ground, leaving you with a 15-foot drop down below. What's everybody else doing?
I would like to look at the devil that I cut in half. Is he in pieces or is he ash?
It's gone. Yeah. Never leave any physical bodies.
Then I'm going to reach down, grab a handful of ash, and then go to run out the window and then stop, and then turn around and walk over to the counter and grab a keg. Grab that and then go out the window.
Like one of the small ones?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check to see if you can even find one small enough to be carried.
Ooh, he's stealing.
21.
21? You don't see anything that size. They're all barrels behind the counter. Full-size kegs and barrels.
Can I carry one of those out?
Maybe. They're big.
I would like to try.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So while he's busy doing that, what are you guys doing?
Did I hear you right when this all kicked off that the front door is barred or got barred or blocked in some way?
Yeah, you didn't hear me right. Yeah, no, the front door's fine. You guys came through.
Okay. Then I heard. Okay, so I heard Rob. Well, I'm gonna go open the front door and
All right.
usher everybody out as I transform back.
All right, yeah. So you hit the front door and you open it, and you can see there's like a crowd of people out in the street and stuff, and they've been drawn to the smoke and the fire as it's beginning to billow out of the windows, and like you hear glass shatter as the whole building is like starting to catch fire. What are you going to be doing, Zambies? You're still up on the landing with like Gao and Voss.
I think I'm gonna try to like hustle my way down and maneuver the ash and like falling wood and kind of sneak out the front door as fast as I can.
All right, yeah. So you just kind of hop down from the balcony and start rushing through. Like the fire's starting to get hot, but you know what? You're a tiefling, so you barely even really feel it to begin with. And you just kind of rush past Hargraves and out into the front front courtyard reception area. Yeah, you pick up a sizable one. It's kind of like half full or whatever. You just kind of carry it out in front of you.
I do have a question, though.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I would like to roll a history check, because I don't know how to phrase this better, to know if ale is flammable.
It's alcohol.
My character, does Godric know if ale is flammable?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not an idiot.
Had to ask. I was on the cusp of I'm not sure, so I wanted to ask that question.
All right.
So he like thinks about trying to like throw it on the fire to like throw it out and goes, oh wait, no, that'd just make it worse. And carries it out.
I mean, ale probably wouldn't. It's like beer.
Yeah.
Either way,
you don't know what's in this ale.
That's fair.
Magical.
Exactly.
Dwarven ale, man. They actually put alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Blasting
Lander, you're like minimum of 100
Yeah,
proof.
exactly.
Dwarven ale is like 350.
So dwarves, ale is vodka.
No, it's not. It's
Mixed with
worse than
gunpowder.
vodka. It's 99.9% alcohol.
All right. So you see your friends and everybody kind of rushing towards the door.
I'm gonna be that person.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be that person.
Oh no. You're gonna be that person.
I'm gonna be that person.
Okay.
That's a backseat. I'm gonna go where the money is.
All right. Make an investigation check to see if you even know where the money is. They don't keep it out front. Just to let you know. You would know that.
The building's on fire, but first, let me check for money.
And ale.
So investigation, right?
Yeah.
Modify 20.
Okay. I mean, you search all through the counter and through the front area, and you don't see any signs of any kind of money being. You pick up like 5 silver pieces and a gold coin just scattered on the tables for where people had left it. That's about it, though.
5 silver, 1
5
gold?
silver pieces and 1 gold piece. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
As
right.
the last of your friends and allies make it out, though, the roof begins to collapse in on top of you. I need you to make a dex save. So I need you to make a DC 17 as the entire structural integrity comes collapsing down on you.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
So, as
That's
you
okay.
guys make out the front door and turn to ask where's Lumi, to see where she is, a billowing flame kind of busts through the front door, catching on fire as the last of the windows shatter. And you watch as the roof completely collapses inwards with no sign of the tabaxi coming out of the building.
Fuck.
I do a little celebration dance. Ah. Hi.
Yeah, you look as the fire just rages and continues to catch flame and just burn hot, starting to leap to a nearby structure, a building next to it, and it catches that structure on fire as it begins to spread to multiple buildings. As people begin shouting and screaming, and you can hear alarm bells ringing as people move to try to deal with the fire. It's well within the danger of just getting out of control and catching this entire section of the city ablaze. Most of the buildings are a combination of like wood and stone, but they're all Tudor buildings. So one building after another, as you watch, just starts to catch blaze, and people begin evacuating and fleeing the streets. What are you guys gonna do?
But so Lumi's still trapped inside, as far as we're aware.
Yeah.
Voss goes
So,
in through the front door to go whatever's left of the rubble of the front door to try and go in and see if he can spot her in the road.
Okay. What's your resistance to fire damage?
I mean, I'm just resistant, not immune. So
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you kind of push some of the structure out of the way and move a couple of pieces as the fire is heating up your metal body, and you're kind of looking around and surveying the best you can. It's a complete inferno and a mess, and there is the entire roof caved in on itself, and you actually think the floor might have busted through underneath to a basement, but you have no idea where she is, and there's no signs of her whatsoever.
all right. Well, I'm gonna
Voss,
try.
you have inspiration, by the way, Voss, from a Zig.
Okay. Well,
Just as
I'm
a heads
gonna.
up.
Voss and Locke.
Okay, 1 second. I'm reading. Hold on.
Anybody else?
So seeing what's going on, I'm gonna fucking drop the keg on the ground. I'm gonna immediately take off my cloak, go to the end of it and rip off some of the bottom tail of it, grab my water bottle and soak it with water, wrap it around my face, and I'm going to pour as much water on my shoulders and body as I can as I rush in behind Locke to find Lumi.
You know how to do that, but
Voss.
you're not sure if ale is fucking incendiary.
He's been lit on fire a countless number of times.
He understands the dangers of smoke inhalation, but not.
As far as I'm aware, it's not Locke who ran in; it's Voss who ran in.
It's Voss, yeah.
Oh, Voss ran in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a
Yeah, it's
tiefling.
Voss, not Locke.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Because
still
he's resistant to fire damage.
smart. I still do the
Tiefling.
same thing.
Yeah.
I was
Plus,
going to say, because I
Lumi's a
have
friend of his.
defenses against fire, right? But is that...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same for you. You have resistance as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if I went in and looked for her? Then
Yeah, you can. You
and
can
then
do that as well.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can find her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely, you can.
DM, while she's doing that, can I scour the perimeter for another exit?
Yeah, you can go. You can check around if you want. All the buildings next door to it are starting to catch fire as well, though. So there's really not much space to like navigate around the whole perimeter of the building.
Is there
But yeah, make a check, please.
Okay. Do I roll, what is that, a 20 or a 10 for that?
It's a
It's a D20.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a D20 plus your investigation.
Okay. So
and
I
so what
got
you're
a
gonna do is you're gonna go to your
16.
skills,
Yeah,
and
I
there should
have,
be one called investigation.
I have +5 in investigation, and I rolled
Yeah,
a
perfect.
13.
Ooh.
So 15 plus 5 equals 20.
Or
correct?
16 plus 5.
Ooh,
16.
21.
So 21.
21.
So as you kind of see Voss digging in and you see Godric moving, You guys find what looks like a really large section of crossbeams that have collapsed, and you see Lumi underneath them as one of them has fallen on her, and she is unconscious.
Oh.
So working together, you guys grab the beam, and you start lifting it up. And while you're doing that, Zambies and Voss both grab Lumi and like pull her out, and start moving her out of the burnt structure fire out onto the street, where she is fairly unresponsive at the moment.
Is she alive?
Someone want to make a medicine check?
Yeah,
So-
boss will.
Okay.
That's what I get. I just wanted some
Her
money.
hand got caught in the flaming cookie jar.
Yep.
Ooh. Bad cookie jar.
So, Voss, burning and coughing, and just tired from being stoned earlier. Really gives it a cursory once over, and then forgets what he's doing basically because I got a 1.
Oh.
He just goes, she's dead.
She's
Yeah,
dead.
it's
Yeah,
You're-
he.
you're still kind of shaky, and it's been a long time since you've actually done some sort of medical check on anybody, so you're having a hard time finding her pulse. So you're not really sure. You would put your like hand and check her breathing to see if she's still breathing, but you're resistant to fire damage and it's really hot. It's gonna be hard to tell.
All right, Voss.
Anybody else?
Fuck shit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I'm checking the perimeter, so I'm not there.
After patting down the flames that are on his arms and skin, he's gonna walk up to Lumi and pull out a basic health potion and pour it down her throat.
Cut.
You don't make nothing. You make I'm dead noise.
Oh no! Oh no! Next week, Louis nearly
Yeah,
drowns
cool.
trying to fish coins from the wishing well.
That's funny.
7.
7. So she begins coughing up the potion. She seems to be alive now. Or
At
conscious.
At that, I kind of lean her up and then just kind of give her a couple smacks in the back to help her clear her lungs. For you, I'm basically hitting you and assaulting you, but it's
I
fine.
know it hurts.
She's going to be alive. She will have lost fur and be disfigured and look terrible for the rest of her existence, but she will be fine.
Kind of check myself out. Like,
You-
I'm assuming now I'm a very short-haired cat, right? Short-haired tabaxi.
You know, nothing that actually fell on you was completely like on fire, so you didn't really get burned by the fire. It collapsed on you, and
Okay.
you're bruised and you were battered, and you felt like you still feel like maybe you might have a couple of broken bones, and it's hard to breathe and move because the healing potion can only do so much. But you're alive, a little bit singed, maybe a little smoky, but you're not. You didn't like take like 2nd-degree fucking burns or something, you know.
Ugh, for a moment there, I thought I was gonna. Thought I saw the Cat Lord. He was looking at me through the flames, waving at me. And then I see you making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm worried for you. But either way, all jokes aside, is there a well nearby or a water source nearby?
Not nearby.
What will be the farthest water source?
The farthest.
Or not farthest, but closest. Actually, at that I look as I'm thinking about where water might be. I look at Locke. Locke, do you know any spells that use water?
No, I do not.
Shit. We should do something to help them. It's not just this building that is in danger, it is everything around it. There's people nearby us, right?
Oh yeah, there's like a ton of people there. They're
I-
trying to organize. People are fleeing the area and evacuating. Guards are moving people around, but you see people are coming with like buckets of water from somewhere. It's just not like in the immediate vicinity.
I will look at a nearby individual and say, "Where's the water? Where are they getting the water to hit to throw it on this fire?"
So you get a quick. You just get a point. They just point basically up the road where people they seem to be coming from.
Then I walk up to that keg of ale and I rip the top off, take a swig, and then pour it onto the ground as I cry a little bit, and then march off to where the water's from that I was pointed to go grab water in this keg and attempt to help douse the fire.
I would like to use when I do finally get my way back around and find that like Lumi is okay. I'd like to use the mold earth cantrip to start just tossing dirt on the flames.
How does it look? Like, do I see like a bunch of dirt just fly my direction?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, throwing the amount of dirt that you're doing is basically casting dirt onto a forest fire because, like, the three or four structures that were next to the tavern have caught fire at this point, and people are just scrambling to try to put out whatever they can and protect the buildings next door, but you guys are having little to no effect on the outcome of whether or not this structure fire just continues to burn this part of the city to the ground. But you're all standing there together. No, you went to look for water, right?
I ran off with an empty keg barrel to go get water.
Okay, yeah. So you're heading down the street trying to get to the well. You go about 20 yards down, and you do see the space where they're getting water. It's like a hand pump well, and people are just bringing buckets from outside the houses and nearby businesses and stacking them there and handing them to one another. While everybody else is still together. Gao, you start throwing sand up, but Zambies, what are you doing?
I'm kind of standing there looking at all the flames going, really hoping that this would be easy and I could talk to everybody, and then this whole big lovely spiel started. So I'm wondering if I should just say my business and skedoodle out of here, or try to help out even though it looks like a lost cause.
So you're kind of just standing there. Are you saying this out loud, or are you just thinking it? So your character kind of looks just standing there like indecisively.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if this is worth my efforts, or if I should just kind of say my piece.
So you guys can see
shadows.
So Hargrave's standing there. You can see that it looks like this new tiefling. It seems like she has something on her mind and is trying to struggle with like whatever it is.
So my large towering Goliath form walks up behind her and with a very gruff voice, for a little bit of smoke inhalation, I turn to her and I say, I hope you brought answers along with all this chaos.
So, Voss, now not distracted by being carried and saving a Lumi, actually notices the new tiefling in the party and watches Hargrave walk up to her. Does Voss recognize her?
No.
Okay. Is she wearing any kind of markings that Voss does recognize?
No.
Fair enough. Just another tiefling then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Voss just stands up from kneeling next to Lumi and brushes himself off, and then goes and stands next to Hargraves, and then greets this strange tiefling in Infernal. That's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, pleasantries aside, I think I'd probably rather just get to the point then. We've wasted a bit of time. I came here with a message, and I should just say my piece and maybe get out of this whole mess. But I was brought here to deal with the whole Hizik business, and I I feel like you guys might want to check out the Circle of Mirrors. I have some feelings, and maybe a little bird told me that he might have some influence there, and maybe over some higher people, maybe a little possessed. So, if
Wait,
that's all good.
possessed?
Possession.
What do you mean some higher up people are possessed?
Listen, don't shoot the messenger. I think that's something you should figure out on your own.
Well, obviously, someone wanted to shoot the messenger as I gesture over towards the fire. It's like, they were after you for a reason. Did they know you were coming to tell us? They seemed specifically interested in you.
Yeah, well, when you meddle in the dealings of demons, things happen.
That's not an answer.
I never said I would give good answers.
And so, what's your whole goal here? Just tell us and leave?
I was sent here by my fiend, and I do as he asked.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Hey, he gives me power. I shoot him a few errands every once in a while.
It's a common enough thing.
Well, since we know she's working on behalf of another fiend, it doesn't necessarily seem like that an apt decision to let her just leave.
Oh, no. Clearly her fiend is working against this visit. I really need to get up to speed on all of your guys' shenanigans. What have you been up to?
Well, apparently looking around where we don't belong. So we went through this with Riken, and it all went bad from there. Why let her go? She's obviously doing the will of some sort of fiend. Yeah, it counteracts like Hizit, but who says, pushing that whole agenda on the material plane? What is there for us in letting her go?
What is there in us not letting her go?
As I'm hearing everyone kind of bicker about what they want to do with me, it's a good opportunity for me to slowly back away and quickly open a portal and decide to make my exit.
You portals?
Yeah, so as she starts slowly kind of sauntering backwards, just kind of trying to look nonchalant, and watching you two bicker back and forth, you smell sulfur and feel the air turn warm again, like warmer than the burning and structure fires. And you see through the portal the same kind of scenery that you saw through the other fiends came through, as she kind of just steps in there and kind of just gives a little toodaloo as it begins closing.
I toodaloo back, injured.
See? There. Debate's over.
I didn't even...
Yeah, so it closes,
Damn it.
and this tiefling is out of your lives for the time being.
For now.
Well,
Fade to black.
well, that was nice.
So, DM, you said I can. At this point, I probably could realize like I'm not making much of a difference with my mounds of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so realizing that I've got no influence on whether or not this burns the city down or not, I'm going to quit the waste of energy. I'm going to walk over to Voss and Hargraves, and I'm going to start doing a head count. All right, 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where goes small devil girl?
It appears she has some powers we didn't account for.
She's gone.
She teleported away, all right? She's gone.
Good. No need for more taking of coin. Speaking of, and I turn to Voss, you here to take coin?
I suppose I am, yeah.
So then I turn back to Hargraves, who's like the de facto leader. Okay, problem. Okay, first 5 shares. Now 6. Big problem. Less coin.
No, his share was being brought back to life. That's big.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't expect anything now.
Don't worry, you're gonna get your share.
But future, less coin now. Too many members.
We'll have to discuss it.
I know for now all I need is some rest.
I second that. As you see me trying to put my hand up, but then it blah.
I suppose we'll have to find a new place to rest.
I can rest here, and I point to like the nearest pile of garbage, because like the trash bag looks so comfy right now. It's like a nice firm pillow.
Are you
Nice.
slipping back into Fluffball?
Fluffy.
Yeah,
Fluffy,
so-
there it is.
As you guys are standing in this space having this conversation, waiting to see where Godric come back, and he comes running back up with water, you hear some kind of general excitement in the crowds of people who have gathered to watch and are working actively trying to put this fire out. As you see about 20, it looks like 20 or so individuals or worshippers in robes of white kind of walking up the road towards you into this space where the tavern is or was. And you see that they're all wearing the marks of the cult of domination.
Ah.
And as they start walking up, you see people start making space for them. And a great deal of people actually just kneel and get out of the way of these individuals. As one tall, very powerful looking silver dragonborn kind of walks forward. And he kind of just moves past you, just walks through you. And the rest of those individuals kind of just gather around. Some of them are armed, and you can see wearing like chainmail and like half plate underneath their robes. As he pulls out what looks like a holy symbol of some form, which seems to mirror that of the visage of Bahamut.
Ooh.
And he kneels on the ground and he begins to pray. And as he does, the sky opens as there's a downpour of cold, icy rain that begins falling on the area, drenching everything. And after a few seconds, all the fires are put out. And he simply turns to look at all of you standing there. The people begin praising the cult of domination for saving their city, saving them. And he just stands there with the downpour of rain falling on the whole city. Until next Friday.
Oh,
No.
you had portals? She had portals the whole time. She was
Dude, she has all kinds of cool stuff, man. You don't know her.
God
That's
damn
fair.
it, bitch!
Right,
Oh,
Zambies?
shit.
They don't,
You chose
they
the
don't
wrong
know
person
you.
to counterspell.
Hey now.
Oh, jeez.
I wasn't
That
gonna
may-
counterspell her.
That may or may not have been a reason why I let you just go through with it anyways. You know? Just saying. So, thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. It was good times, and we have one last giveaway to do for the night, and that is going to be for our D&D versus Rick and Morty set. We're going to set that up real quick, handle this giveaway, and be on our way for the night until we see all you lovely, amazing, legendary people next Friday. The same place, same time for awesome Dungeons and Dragons adventures, and to see if this priest of the cult of domination has anything to say to the party or the people that just witnessed this magical miracle unfold before them. It's good
Oh,
times.
He's a false prophet. He has to die.
It
Yeah.
sounds like he has something to say to us.
Yeah, he sure does. He sure fucking does, all right? He has all the words, and he's been practicing for days in the mirror to himself. He's ready to go, okay?
And by the way, thank you so much for coming on and joining us, Zambies, and really sticking it out, especially because there's that beginning time where you're just like, wait, now? No, not yet.
No.
And it's late, so
Yeah, I feel bad because I'm over here like trying not to yawn, but it's 3 a.m. right now for me.
Yeah,
and I'm, like,
yeah,
you're a trooper.
But no,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for having me. Seriously, I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous, but no, it was just hanging out with you guys. You were really, really nice to me.
No, look, you got it. You did a great job.
Sorry, your first interaction with the party was an angry Goliath. Talking about more tieflings.
Yeah.
Oh, the tieflings.
My head is on your head.
We did some pre-planning, and I talked to her about how she might. I guesstimated it would take about 25 or so minutes for her to be able to get past the beginning parts. It took a little bit longer than that because you guys insisted on going to bring Voss, unstone
He was like,
Voss.
we should go to an inn, and you guys were like, meh.
Yeah, I tried. You saw. I tried, Zambies. I'm not in
Sorry.
control of them. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I tried to get them to at least like go there so that I could like have them put them down. You know.
Oops, and we lost.
Put him down.
We lost luck.
We don't leave anybody behind, Andy. We don't leave anybody behind.
But make sure is the giveaway running?
Yep,
yeah,
everyone
it
get
was
in
on.
there.
Make sure if you want a chance at winning that Rick and Morty versus D&D that you hit exclamation point ticket to enter that and get ready for that giveaway. Remember, subs have 2 times the chance of winning, and it is open to followers and subs alike because we believe that regardless, if you watch our content and are here, you're supporting the channel, and just as important, whether or not you give us money. So we really
You all
appreciate you all watching. Thank you once again, Zambies, for your community and you for hanging out tonight and coming and experiencing D&D with us. We just hope that you had a good time. We hope that your community had a great time and that everybody all around just had a blast. And I had fun tonight, and it was really great to go through with this. You're like our first real like streamer guest, aside from Rowan, who he was guest, but it was like guest with the idea of him prep to join. He's now part of the crew.
Yeah,
It's definitely the first time we've had someone remote in, is more or less what I'm saying. So this is a learning experience.
Rowan became that guest that we couldn't get rid of.
Yeah.
He's not chained to the table, he hugs.
Yes, I'm a parasite.
Well,
He's not chained to it because he refuses to let go.
I had a lot of
You
fun.
can't get rid of
This
me.
is like our community, you know. I know I'm like on the art, and you guys are, you know, gaming, but I feel like we all mesh. I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And
there's tons of crossover.
Yeah, you are more than welcome back at any time. I hope that you and your significant other enjoy those awesome minis you guys won tonight, because damn, that's fucking lucky.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that I like give you guys like title shout out where I got these minis.
Artisan Guild deserves all the credit.
Yeah.
Like we get them, we print them and stuff, and we support them on their Patreon because we love what they do. But they are amazing artists. I believe it's a husband and wife couple, and they're great people. Like they do an awesome job. So make sure to give them all the credits.
Definitely.
Send people their way because they deserve it. They've earned all that support from the community for sure. Feel free to plug in your stream again here if you want to. Make sure everybody, let's drop her another shout out again. Go check out Zambies, give her a follow, give her a big legendary hello. Make sure to stop in her streams and say hi and see what she's up to when she's on. And then you don't gotta stay for the giveaway. We know it's super late for you, so we understand if you want to go. So if you got any parting words, and then here we go.
I'm just like my brain's starting to turn to mush. I'm already asleep over there, and I have the light on, and I'm just like, I really had a lot of fun though. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, I'm like 3 a.m. now, so I'm like slowly starting to fade, but I
gotcha.
have to see you guys.
Yeah.
again and around, and maybe in the future,
Yeah.
maybe I'll be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping
Yeah.
All
by.
you gotta
Yeah,
do is
sure.
let me know when you're ready, and we'll make it work.
Oh yeah.
You can teleport, apparently, so you can just show up.
I thought that was so cool. She's like that cryptic character from any video game ever, where she like shows up and be like, "Hey, stupid, maybe you should do this," and then bamfs out.
Yeah.
Well, she's like slowly backing up. I'm like, yeah, there's no way she's gonna outrun me. No getting away from a freaking wolf. And then she's like, poof, I teleport. And I was like,
You guys were all like arguing, and I was like, this
Way
is
to
like
go,
the
Owen.
epic moment in all movies and TV shows where the people are bickering and the person like just like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here.
oh yeah, no, that's
Very
great.
good.
Yeah, if she had been just a little bit faster, she might have just Batmaned you guys and turned around and just gone.
Yeah, right.
All right, well,
I hate it when
Zambies,
he
go
does
get
that.
go get yourself some rest, and thank you so much for being on. And I will catch you in your stream. We will catch you in your stream, and we will hopefully get you on another time to get your interesting character in. And thank you so much. We really appreciate it. You're awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good night.
Thank you,
Take care, be
Zambies.
safe.
Have a good
Bye,
night.
everyone in chat.
Absolutely.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, Andy, good use. Good use of bringing her in, because Alex and I were literally sat there before the session started, and we're like, "Where the fuck are we going from here?"
Yeah, we need to make sure we have direction.
Yeah.
I don't want her coming on as a guest and we're just spending half the episode like, wait, what were we gonna do? What have we done? What information are we waiting on? And we're like just going through it all.
Yep.
Not that I wasn't expecting you to run an excellent game. I was just like, I don't want it to come down to me and me be just crapping the bed over here.
Oh no. I spent a good amount of time with her yesterday, and we basically DM'd all day today in preparation for the game, and she was very good, very receptive to
great.
everything I said. She understood all of what I was trying to accomplish with the character coming in and getting her established in the world, and doing it on purpose. And she was meant to kind of be, I wanted to use her as kind of like a lightning rod for the party. So, and it worked. More like a firestorm, but you get the idea.
Hey, all I want to say is, so for those of you who don't know in the chat, Andy likes to do this thing every so often where he asks us where we think the story is going. I totally called that the Circle of Mirrors somewhere higher up is someone fucking involved in it. I knew it.
Mm-hmm. You did
Yeah.
call that.
You
Yeah, you
called
did.
it, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, we just had kind of a campaign summation like a few weeks ago where I just kind of asked the party about their general impressions about the game and the story and where they felt where they're going, because I like seeing if my players are tracking what I'm laying out and picking up on, the foreshadowing and all the parts coming together. So, and Rowan was right on board. He insisted it was somebody in the Circle of Mirrors.
Then people are fucking corrupt.
Yeah. Not just corrupt, but possessed.
Yes.
So, like, that added a little element to it. I knew that they were probably involved. I had really strong feelings that they were involved. But I was like, oh, well, maybe they think they're getting away with something kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, possessed is a little different.
Well, Monster, and that's super cool, man. I'm glad that you found somebody at work to help, like, kind of GM and run you guys through the lockdown, because if anything in the world is just has an infinite amount of content to play through, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god.
cool.
You know what I wish? I wish we'd asked who her fiend was. What if her fiend was like Lilith?
That would have been a good question.
That would have been neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the new Riken. She's just like, oh, yeah. The nuts. She has...
I'm trying to scroll
here's-
back through the chat and see if there are any other questions I can answer.
Well, it's also like, Lilith is the queen of the succubi. So...
30 seconds. So we
Well, don't forget, we did
30
think
seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
it was Lilith at one point when we fought the succubi and the incubus. The succubus and the incubus, because we were like, it's got to be Lilith.
Yeah, but they're
Lethal
on
Lilith.
our side. Or they were on her, or she was more some sides. They're on her side. They should be on her side, unless they're going rogue. Maybe they
Those-
got a problem with Lilith.
Lethal's like, I keep
Rogue.
hearing my name.
What? She's over there like starting to do what? Me?
What are you doing, Lethal Liv? What are you
Yeah.
plotting?
How's that treating you, Valander? Like with the how are you handling switching to like Discord as opposed to being in person? Because we found that like I think we rely a lot on like physical signals at the table and
Yeah,
being able to look
looking.
at one another and make eye contact before doing. And I feel like we've lost. Like you lose a lot of big sections of that.
I miss being at the studio. I miss it so bad.
Yeah, I'm
It
sorry.
is
man.
its own.
I
Yeah,
liked
it's
it.
its own space.
This isn't as horrible as I thought, but also it kind of sucks compared to being with all you guys.
Like I
This
know.
session was definitely better than our first attempt at doing it remote. I think we did a lot better at being on top of it. Obviously, somebody hadn't just gotten out of the hospital, so that helped.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I think audio was a lot better this time with the way that we did it this time as opposed to last
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is so
without
much
all the
better than
push to
hitting
talk.
push to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, and then and it also depends on what type of game you're playing. For example, us, we invest a lot into miniatures and terrain and setting stuff up like that. We got this whole environment where we have the lights and the set, and it's a very different
ambience.
energy. Yeah, and ambiance music and all that kind of stuff, as opposed to like your average home game where you might not have a lot of that stuff. Like you might have some music and stuff like that, but it's definitely like it depends because you're comparing it to a very like studio built up environment. We get to play off each other more. Me being a hearing impaired person, I'm very visual, so this is plus my crappy internet, which makes this an extra struggle bus for me. But so like reading people's body language and when they want to speak and when they're going to speak it helps a lot. But if you haven't invested a ton into like physical props and terrain and stuff like that, and you prepare knowing you're going to be digital, it does offer, especially if it's a home game where you don't have to pay for rights, as an example, it does allow you to, I can show them this image and they're going to see exactly what I'm picturing, or the digital tabletops some people have, or Roll20, stuff like that. There are a lot of very useful tools, and you can easily see everybody's roles and stuff like that when you take advantage of what this platform does have to offer, because it does have some stuff that's advantageous. It's just going from our environment where we're in a set, we have all the equipment we could really want per se, and going to a digital platform, especially when we're just starting to learn how to utilize it and route all the audio and the push to talk stuff. So yeah, this week was definitely better.
Much better.
Yeah, it was much better.
Well,
All right.
so
And the giveaway's closed.
Yeah, the
Giveaways
giveaway is now
closed.
closed. So let's
12:05,
let's get that underway and let's draw that giveaway. Who's going to be winning D&D
Who is it?
versus Rick and Morty? Who's it going to be?
Prozac!
Oh my god!
Prozac.
Oh my god, dude! Prozac, you
Don't
have
doubt the kobold who knows everything.
Prozac. All right, Prozac, here you go, man. This is yours, coming direct to you. We'll get in contact with you, send it your direction, man, I hope you enjoy it. If you haven't already played it, that is.
It is
so. Congratulations, Prozac. Let's see the fucking hype in the chat for the man. And congrats. So this is going to be coming
Go
straight to you
Prozac.
ASAP. I hope you enjoy it. Let us know how you like it when you play it. And we'll be waiting to hear from you on this one. So congratulations. Thank you so much for
Damn Jerry.
everything. Thank you all so much. The subs, the follows, the bits. Thank you so much for the anonymous tip to get us towards being able to do the giveaway this month, the bonus giveaway. We'll be choosing something else next month, and this ends the month for our monthly bits leader, who ends up being
K-Sep.
I'm sorry, what?
K-Sep.
Case up.
K-Sep, you're going to be getting a small gift from us, so we'll get in contact with you. One of our mods will get your shipping information, and we're going to send you a nice little thank you gift for being so awesome and wonderful to our channel and just getting involved in the community. And of course, we hope to see all of you again. We hope to see every one of you become regulars and show up and hang out and enjoy the story with us. But you know what? You know, life is what it is, and there's a lot of great streams out there, just like Zambies, just like Valender. Go out there, check them out, and you know, support our community as a whole. Get out there and just, you know, be good to one another. Don't be toxic. Don't be dickheads. Okay.
And for the love of gosh, please just be nice to the people who have to work during this Bologna.
Yeah, you know, if there's one thing I'm going to drop real quick, just remember, it doesn't matter whether or not you care or think the COVID is a problem. Make sure to treat everybody else's understanding or belief of what's happening, like, in mind. That's all that people ask who are working, is just, you know, don't insist that it's not a big deal, regardless of whatever your personal beliefs are. Please, just be nice to the people still working.
We appreciate
And be respectful. It's just so basic. But I think that being said,
I'll get that raid.
we're so happy. We're going to get a raid ready. We're going to see who's online. We're going to try to drop you into some more awesome D&D. We're going to see who's still on. If not, it might be an art channel or a miniature painter. Remember, you're going to want to get those action points and build up that so you can spend our points in the store to either harm the players or help the players. And we ask always that you give about 5 minutes of your time to whoever it is that we raid. Give them a chance to win you over and keep spreading that that positivity throughout. And it looks like we're going to be raiding JT Stark, who's a close personal friend of the channel. Another one on our friends and families list, I believe.
Oh, I think you might be doing that one.
Super awesome. He's going to build a diorama of one of the party's adventures from the show, actually. Just build it in 2 stages. We talked about it the other day again. It's going to be awesome.
Simo.
Z, thank you for the $1.
Very. Oh, thank you for the $1, man. Thank you so much. 99.99. Dodo 2 Fly, all of our regulars. Azig, thank you for joining us and coming in and watching tonight. We really appreciate it. Kevin 22 saw you in there.
Don't forget our local celebrity, Valander. Thanks for dropping by. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Love your stuff. I love what you do.
Yeah, dude, he's a big fan of you, man. Like, he really is. Alex
You know,
is a
it was
big
nice.
fan.
We got to see a lot of people in there today. Like, I saw Jam, Oak Tree, Tibbs.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody dropped by. Super happy. It was great.
Yeah. It's nice to
Irish,
see you all. It really is.
Wiggly.
And to new people like Mostar, thank you so much. And good luck running your game, rolling your character stats, and getting in there playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's well worth the effort and time. And I'll give you a bit of advice. The more effort you put into it outside of the table, the more you get out of the experience. So just continue working on those characters and building towards, you know, being the best that you can be. But more importantly, just have fun at the table and be respectful of everybody else at the table when you're there.
Oh.
But that being said, I think that wraps up tonight's episode. So from everybody here, we hope that your week is as legendary as our night was, and we will see you next Friday. Have a good night, everybody.
Z,
Bye,
$4 more.
you.
$4 more.
Thank you, Z.
Love you, Z.
Bye, Z. Thank you so much for the donations, you fucking legend.
Rocket Pepper.
Rocket Pepper, you legend. Valander, you're fucking legendary. Azig, you're fucking legendary.
You're
Love all of
legendary.
you. You're amazing.
You're legendary, Sasha.
You're breathtaking.
Legendary?
Lethal Lilith, you're fucking
Man, Hall of
legendary.
Legends is full of some legendary fucking people.
Yep.
Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? Puppy.